Welcome back everyone to a incredibly exciting tutorial today. This is the Halo 2 Scarab, so the Protos-pattern Scarab in 1:1 scale. This has been something that I've first made in about 2015, and obviously 10 years later now I'm finally bringing you my interpretation of the thing. This is based on the Halo 2 classic model rather than the Halo 2 Anniversary version, so you'll see a lot more orange colours in there, some kind of tan colours as well, all this green on the underside, even some brown colours mixed in there. The inside, which there is a full inside by the way, is actually based more on the Anniversary version, just makes it a little bit nicer, and I think the colours are a bit more consistent, but I think it looks nice either way. So there are, as you can see, a couple of different versions of this that I've made. Now, the first main difference is there is a closed and open or firing mode, which we're going to do the full tutorial in this kind of version, and then the conversion for this one will take place at the end, so feel free to kind of skip through to that at the end if you want to. But yeah, this version here, so you can see this one has kind of a mixture of clay and light blue terracotta overall, because the actual thing in Halo 2 is a sort of grey with a very subtle purple shine to it, and that sort of represents that. However, it does make the building experience even more complicated than it already is. This is like a 3.5 hour long tutorial, so you know you don't want to be wasting too much time. So in this one, we are going to do it in just the clay colour, and there's also some stone brick blocks in this one that are, again, kind of just like a greeble and a sort of like an alternate texture to the stone. I've taken the stone brick ones out as well, so you'll see that a lot of those areas are just stone, with still polished andesite and clay mixed in, just so you've still got plenty of texture there. But this is the one we're going to do during the tutorial. Excuse the measuring lines there, that was just a remnant of when I was making it, and I am recording this intro after doing the tutorial. It is difficult, I will admit, and if you are a rookie builder, or if you just don't have much time on your hands, this probably isn't the one for you. But if you like long projects, you want something to work on with a incredible result, then yeah, maybe this one you could give a go. This version here is more based on the Anniversary colours. The full thing, or at least most of the sort of the colours is the light blue. There's no clay really on this one, so you kind of lose the grey, but you get more of the purple overall. And one consistent thing with the inside across all three models, and I do mention this later, is that the inside bits here use the light blue no matter which model you're on. So whether it's the sort of mixed one or the fully purpley coloured one or the clay one, you'll see that the inside is still using the light blue, just because I like it. But yeah, that's going to be it for the intro really. Not much else to say. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial process. I certainly didn't, but that's because I had to narrate it while I did it. We will be doing the legs kind of all in one section, just because, I mean, they take up most of the height anyway. We'll do the first 8 layers as one, and then the next 6 layers as one section as well, and then throughout the build for the legs we'll be doing 2 layers at a time, just to save a bit of time with those, and they're not too difficult anyway. And we will just be doing the front left leg in the video and showing you exactly how to copy that over to the back and to the right as well. The first section of the video is going to be marking out, so just bear that in mind as well. But other than that, please enjoy, and let's crack on with the build. So we are going to start this off very swiftly so that we can get through this process with as little pain as possible. Weirdest selection of starting materials I think I've ever used, which is 3 temporary blocks. So red wool, yellow wool and green wool I think just work fine. You can use whichever ones you want, just as long as you remember to delete them afterwards. And then stone brick wall, which is going to be the very bottom of the kind of feet of the scarab. I forgot the word for it then, that's so bad. And then I've just got this wooden axe here, which is a measuring tool, part of World Edit, that I can use to make sure that we've basically done it right before we go any further, because this is probably one of the most important parts of the build. If you don't get this set of measurements right, the rest of it's going to be messed up. And I know in the past I've kind of done things kind of by eye, and then I've had to correct them later, and a lot of people have found it annoying, and I can completely see why. So on this one, we're going to make sure we get it right. So I'm going to measure this out. I suppose we'll do the gap between the front legs first. I'm going to basically leave a load of room. I kind of want to have this sort of central. I know it's not going to probably end up central to the tutorial pad, but I'm just going to start like quite far forward here. And green line is going to be where the front of the build is. Red line is going to be the back. And then this is the center line here, and this is particularly important because on the center line we're going to place a sort of cross shape with the first of our temporary blocks. And I'm going to use red for this one just so it's clear and stands out. So remembering this is the width that we're making now, I'm going to leave a gap of 1 and do a set of 3 green in line with it, like that. And then I'm going to do, again with gaps, 2 single sets of 1, using a different material. A gap again, green, single sets of 1, green, single sets of 1, green. Remember, we're just building towards the left at the moment. But you essentially want to end up with 4 of the green blocks, which is what we got. So 4 sets of green, like that, and then the red. Then I'm going to do 1 more set of yellow, and then this is where our first stone brick wall goes. Then we're going to do the same on this side, and we obviously just want to make sure we get the same amount of green and yellows. So, like that, we currently have 4 of the greens, and then we just want to add 2 more yellows. And again, remembering there's a gap between every time. The only one that doesn't have a gap is going to be that stone brick wall at the end. Now, if you get the measuring tool, and you can measure this by hand if you want to, or if you have the same tool, you can do so, you should end up with 53. And if you've got 53, you've got the perfect start, because that's correct. So we're now going to build backwards. And we want to end up with 69, no jokes, on the kind of length measurement. And we're going to work kind of in the opposite order for this one. So we're going to start with the yellow, and this is at the corner of the stone brick wall, so it should connect to both of them. And then again, a separate one with 3, just like that. 1, 2, 3 again. 1, 2, 3 again. 1, 2, 3 again. You essentially want to keep doing that until you've got 5 sets of 3. So we've got 4 at the minute. But 1 short. But yeah, there you go. That's your last set of 3. And then we're going to add 1 more yellow wool. Just 1 this time. And then this is the red cross shape that marks the middle of where we need to go. So again, it's not ended up central to the tutorial pad. I will fix that afterwards, just so it's in line. But you won't have the tutorial pad anyway unless you've made your own, so it doesn't really matter. It's just kind of central tree ground layer. But then we're going to do the same on the back, and it's just going to mirror what we've done there. So 1 to start with. Again, remembering it's just 1 yellow wool this time. 3, 2, 3, 2, and 3. Keep going. Almost at the back now. We've now got, let's see, 5 sets there. So we just want to add 2 more yellow wool at the back this time. And then the stone brick wall here. And then you can do the kind of start of the next one to mirror that back. We're just going to measure this now to make sure that's right. So stone brick wall to stone brick wall ends up 69 blocks. So it should look like this. I know it's a weird pattern, and it just makes sense visually rather than just doing loads of straight lines and trying to measure them and going like, okay, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, make sure you got that, 11, 12, 13, it makes it easier. So hopefully that's worked for you. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to centralize this. What you essentially want to do is just mirror that over with the temporary lines. I'm going to just recenter this onto the tutorial pad just so it's nice and symmetrical. But you're going to copy the markings over as well as the last foot, which, I mean, you can pretty much do that now just by eye, which is going to be, I can do it. I don't think I can do it now. That's very embarrassing. I think it's on that block. And then bring that back to here. I think Oh no, I think that was right. Yeah. Let me just measure that. Is that 69 there? Yep. And then it should be 53. Yeah, cool. So, I mean, it's up to you. You can copy that over, or you can just do what I just did there. But you just want to make sure that those measurements are still the same. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, you can either measure. Yeah, like I said, I'm losing my mind already. Either measure the other ones by hand, or just do what I did. And we will be back in a second when I've centralized this onto the tutorial pad. Right, so that's now all centralized, as you can see. So that line is in line with my tutorial pad, and it's on the center line as well. So what we're going to do now is build this leg here all the way up to the top, which is going to be an interesting process, because each layer is going to be small, but there's going to be dozens of them. So I'll try and do little chunks all at once and see how that goes. So let's get this thing started, basically. Off we go. So starting off with the front left leg, we're going to start with these materials: the polished andesite and polished andesite stairs, smooth stone slab, stone brick wall, iron bars, lever, light grey carpet and light grey banner, and then put that away for now if you've got one. I think that's about everything you'll need. So we're going to start down where this kind of first stone brick wall was, just with an iron bar on top. Behind it, stone brick wall, and then to the inside of that stone brick wall, iron bars. And then above that iron bars, stone brick wall, and then to the left of that, iron bars. So it should look like this. Now, one main kind of important thing to notice with the legs of this thing is that it is kind of a, not even 45-degree angle, not a 90-degree angle, it's somewhere in between. So it's sort of like, imagine kind of like this kind of angle, like that. So you'll see a lot of weird shapes. Things won't kind of mirror from left to right on this kind of diagonal axis quite exactly, but I've done my best to kind of work out how it should look. Oh, one other thing we do need, light grey stained glass pane. Put that on the back of the stone brick wall there. Polished andesite above, stone, so smooth stone slab there. Lever there facing down. So yeah, you can notice we're doing a lot of layers right now. We're going to actually go up to layer number 8. It basically does that entire sort of bottom toe section of the scarab. Diagonal to this polished andesite, full block, you want a top half smooth stone slab. A polished andesite there, and a stair upside down here. Iron bar on top, sorry, to the left. Light grey carpet here, and then smooth stone slab just there like that. So this is what we should be looking like so far. Okay, diagonal again from this stair here, do a slab, full block of polished andesite, and then iron bar behind it and to the inside as well. Also do a polished andesite stairs upside down just there. And then with the polished andesite again, that's 1 and 2. Lever just here and flip it down. Light grey banner there. Stone brick wall on top of this one. Polished andesite here. Stone brick wall behind it. And then on the inside, there's going to be a stone brick wall here. Polished andesite. Polished stair. Smooth stone slab just like that as well. And that's layers 1 to 8. Pretty much done already, which is fantastic. Now, the next section we'll do another 4 or 5 layers, and what I'm aiming to do is kind of do 2 layers at once per take to sort of speed things up. But yeah, again, remember, we are going to have to do this a total of 4 times. If you want to do this kind of as you go, so like do layer 1 and 2 and 3 up to 8, and then do them all on the other ones, that's up to you. It will save you time, just in terms of kind of, if you get to the top of this leg, you're going to have to then do the entirety of the other 3 legs, whereas you can just do it all at once. Imagine it like following Lego instructions. If you know that something's going to happen 4 times, you can do the first assembly and then the rest, or you can do them all at once. But you just have to remember that it's going to be flipped on each direction, so obviously this one is going to be the exact opposite of this one, and will be, instead of facing like that way, it'll be facing that way. And then same on the back ones. You build that one there. It'll be facing upwards to the right rather than to the left like this one. But just remember to flip it on all 4 directions. Or 4 directions, 2 directions? I don't know. You get what I mean. I'm over explaining things. Let's move on to the next bit, which is going to be a different color, so we're going to have to switch materials. But yeah. So this set of layers is going to take us up to layer 14, I believe. So quite a big leap still. And you can see by the materials, we've got the polished andesite and the iron bars and the stone brick wall, same as before. Adding in the chiseled stone bricks, the cyan terracotta, the polished deep slate stairs and wall, polished black stone wall, and also the wither skeleton skull. So this is a build that does use a few skulls, more than a few actually, I think. In a lot of cases, they can be replaced or removed, but talked about this a lot. It's just for a little bit of additional shaping. So if you're in survival, you don't necessarily have to put them on there. We're going to start with the polished andesite on this back stair here. The chiseled stone bricks there, and then the polished andesite at a diagonal like this. I'm going to put the stone brick wall in this gap here. And then with the polished deep slate stairs, do them upside down, just there like that. Then a cyan terracotta, then a stone brick wall. And then with the polished deep slate walls, we're going to do 1 and 2 like that as well. Okay. Next up, I'm just going to grab the birch trapdoor. I'm going to put that on here. Now, if you are in 1.21 onwards, you can use the pale oak trapdoors in its place, or iron trapdoors if you have access to a debug stick. Yeah. Another polished andesite just there. I'm going to take the stairs again. You want to have them upside down just there like that. Polished deep slate wall here. Cyan terracotta there. And then behind the cyan, there's another wall there like that. And then if we just get out the dark oak fence gate, 1 there, and flip it. We also need the, I can't tell if it's grey, oh, it's a light grey stained glass pane. Pull that in. Just goes there like that. That's basically it for the kind of template for the bottom. We get the cyan block again here. Just goes 1 there like that. Do another one here. This is where the polished blackstone wall is. And if we also take the grey concrete, I'm going to put that just in this gap here. Okay, polished andesite just there. And then we want the levers. And there's just going to be 1 here. Stone brick wall goes in this gap. And then another of the chiseled stone bricks just there. Cyan just goes here. Come back around to this side now. Cyan goes there as well. The polished andesite just again here. And then we want a lever just there like that. Polished here. Polished there. Smooth stone slab just there like this. And another stone brick wall in that gap. 2 polished deep slate walls here. And this is where the wither skeleton skull goes. If you don't have it, just use a dark oak fence gate and flip that towards the polished andesite. You should have this so far. One thing I did notice actually, this polished andesite doesn't need to be there. You should be able to see the stone bricks through that. Same with this one here. So, yeah. Right, next up, we take the polished deep slate walls. That's 1 and 2. Cyan 1, 2, 3. 1 wall here. Get those iron bars out ready. 1 and 2 walls here. And then iron bars 1, 2, 3 like that. I know this doesn't look like much yet, but it will come together. On the front end, iron bars 1, 2, 3 like that. 1, 2, 3 here. Polished deep slate wall 1 and 2. And then iron bars. And then 1 on top there as well. Take the cyan terracotta, that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Do polished deep slate walls on top of this cyan here, 1 and 2. and then iron bars 1, 2, 3, and then wrap those around like this. Polished blackstone wall just goes there, with 2 on top. And also a dark oak trapdoor. It's just going to go on... Oh. Third time lucky. On that block there. You should have this at the moment. We want the iron trapdoor. That's just going to go in this gap here. And then with the cyan, we're just going to add an extra one there. And then polish deep slate walls 1, 2, 3, and 1 there. I believe that finishes that off. So a nice large assembly of the build done. All in one take, which I found quite impressive. I don't normally do that. I also forgot this banner, which goes there, but we'll not talk about that. But yeah, again, if you're building this on all 4 legs at the same time, make sure you do this bit, because next we're going to move up to the kind of main leg sections, which are small layers, but there's a lot of them. There's a lot of layers. You can see it's from about there upwards, so it's quite a large part of the build. But if you're just following one leg, that's fine. If you're doing all 4, that's fine also. This build can be done however you want to do it. Yeah, let's move up now to the first layers of the main leg section. So we're going to do layers 1 and 2 of the main leg armor all at once. For the main materials, I'm going to use the cyan terracotta and polished deep slate wall again, plus the smooth stone slab iron trapdoor, stone clay, which is again a sort of tint material for the build. It's kind of what gives it its sort of main colour. Stone is sort of used interchangeably as well, just to carry on that kind of grey pattern without it being all clay. Polished andesite stairs, and then just another temporary block. I'm going to use lime wool. We only need these very, very briefly. Okay, so start off with the cyan and the polished deep slate walls. 3 cyan there, 2 walls here, and whilst you're down there, 2 iron bars like that. Next layer up, briefly, 3 cyan, 2 more walls like that. Okay, remembering back to this layer now, we've just done that above, just for convenience of materials, but this layer here, yeah, top half, smooth stone slab. I'm going to take the temporary block, which is lime wool. Let's do 1, 2, 3. 2 iron trapdoors. Top half smooth stone slab, iron trapdoor on the front. And then to this side, temporary block again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. 2 iron trapdoors, smooth stone slab, iron trapdoor just there like that. So it should look like this. Okay, and then moving up fully to the next layer, I'm going to take the stone block. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a polished andesite just there. 2 clay blocks. Polished andesite again. Again, stone block. And then this is a polished stair upside down, facing outwards. You'll need the andesite wall. We're going to add 1 and 2 of those. And then iron bars here. And on this side, andesite wall, iron bars. Andesite wall, iron bars here. And then with the polish, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Clay. And then stone brick walls this time. Just 1 and 2, like that. And 1 more there as well, actually. It should look like this. That's it for layers. I've completely lost track of the actual layer numbers, but the first 2 layers of the kind of armor plating there, you can sort of see how it starts in the middle and then raises up, drops down, raises up, drops down. So yeah. I know it's a strange tutorial process because we're just building all these weird, strange blobs of shapes in a weird angle. But when you get to like the top of the legs, it'll all come together and it'll all just look like one thing, which is it was interesting doing that during the actual original building process more than anything. Figuring out how to work in angles like this, because I don't often work in angles like this. So yeah, anyway, up to the next 2 layers. So for the next 2 layers, I'm going to start with the polished andesite, the stone, the clay, the grey wall, the cyan terracotta, polished andesite stairs, stone brick wall, andesite wall, polished deep slate wall. Grey wool this time. 1, 2, and 1 there. And the 2 polished deep slate walls on top. Clay block just here. Polished block just there. And then upside down stair next to it. Andesite wall here. 3 polished andesite. And a stair goes there like that. Stone block just next to the stair. Clay block here. And then stone brick wall above the iron bars. Polished andesite block here. You want a stair facing that way. And then with the polished andesite, we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. 3 there as well. 1 here. Stone block. Polished block there as well, like that. It should look like this so far. Andesite wall. And I'm just going to put a... I don't know if I can do that bit yet, actually. I'll come back to that. We're going to switch this out for an iron bar. Just put that there. And then andesite wall. Just in this corner here. You also need a smooth stone slab. Just there as well. With the light grey banners, just do 1 and 2. I think that's it for the first of the 2 layers, so we can switch those back out now. Grab that. Put another clay block above the previous one, and then stone block 1, 2, and 3 at a corner like that. Stone brick wall here. Clay block here. Polished. Polished stair facing towards the back. Polished block. Stone brick wall. Polished block there. Andesite wall here. Polished block there. And then this is clay. 1, 2, 3. Cyan. Clay. And then 3 polished like that. With the polished andesite stairs, that's 1 and a corner. 2 andesite walls. And I'm just going to quickly do some bits before I forget. We need the light grey stained glass pane, which I'll grab from... Oh, I'd use it down here somewhere. Am I blind? Might be. We'll use it from here instead. So there's going to be 2 of those there. I'll put another stone block in that gap actually. But yeah, 2 of those there, and then also 1 in this bit here. 1 there as well. Andesite wall. 2 grey wall facing backwards. Cyan block there. Stone block here. And then with the polished andesite, there's going to be 1 with andesite walls 1, 2, 3, and then iron bars on both corners like that. In this last gap here, there's just a polished deep slate wall. And you will also need the polished deep slate slab, which I'm going to grab and just put there. So it looks like this so far. Last thing for this layer, going to be birch signs. I'm going to put 1 and 2 just on that clay block there. I think that's everything now. So yeah, let's move up to the next layers. So for the next 2 layers, I'm going to start with the polished andesite, the stone, the clay, same as usual really, the chiseled stone bricks, the cyan terracotta and grey wool, stone brick wall, andesite wall, and polished stairs. So just a kind of standard set of materials there. First of all, I'm going to go to where this clay block is with the signs on it, and just put the stone and then the stone bricks on top, like that, just as a kind of marking point for both layers. Stone block here on the first layer, cyan, upside down polished andesite stair there. And you can actually switch that out now for the smooth stone slab, which is going to go here. Polished andesite, stone brick wall. On the inside here, 2 polished andesite. Andesite wall just there. And I'm going to take the iron bars and do that on both corners, like so. 2 grey wool is going to go there like that. Cyan just here. And then just put a polished deep slate wall on top of that one. And also 2 more here. Iron bars on the inside. Andesite wall here. Stone block. Polished andesite. polished andesite again, diagonal again, outwards with the stone, diagonal clay again. Get that light grey stained glass pane now. We need a fair few of these. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 2 here, 1 there, stone brick wall in this corner, stone brick wall on this side, light grey stained glass pane here. I think that's all of them now. There's also just a clay block in this gap. Let's cover up the inside of that slab. But yeah, moving on to the next one up, the clay block goes there, stone, clay, clay. Then a andesite wall just here. Stone block. And then we want the smooth stone slab just there, and also the polished stair facing inwards. 2 polished, 2 andesite walls, and then this is going to be a cyan terracotta in that gap. Grey wall here, 2 polished deep slate walls, and then iron bars again. Andesite wall, stone block, clay block, polished andesite there. Smooth stone slab, bottom half one next to the clay. Stone block, clay block at a diagonal, stone block at a diagonal, and then the last thing is just going to be those glass panes again. 1, 2, 3, and 3 there as well. And again, that does it for that layer. In fact, I'm 1 back, it needs to be there, so slightly offset from the previous ones. But yeah, otherwise, that's going to be it. Let's move up to the next 2 layers. Alright, for the next 2 layers, I'm essentially going to use the same setup as last time, basically. Start over here this time at the back, where these walls are. Just do a cyan and a grey wall. In fact, other way around. Grey wall, cyan, on top. Then at a diagonal to the grey, 3 clay blocks like that. 1 there. 2 stone blocks, 1 above the smooth stone slab. 2 here as well. Clay block. And then do 2 stone brick walls just like that. Stone block on this one. Clay to the right. Stone brick wall. Stone block. Do a clay block just here. And then 2 more stone blocks like that. With the light grey stained glass panes. Back 1 more stone brick wall there first. And andesite wall just here. Pane goes there. There. There, and also 1 more here, and then 2 more andesite walls like that. Polished deep slate wall in this gap, and 3 iron bars just there. 1 more light grey stained glass pane on this corner also. Okay, next up, 2 stone blocks, 1 at a diagonal, clay block at a diagonal, then polished andesite here, stone block, then stone, 1, 2, 3, 4. Clay block here. Again diagonal. Stone, and then 2 more clay blocks. With the stone brick wall, that's going to be 1 just here. And then 2 there above the andesite ones. Andesite 1 towards the back. Another andesite 1 is going to go just here, and also do 1 more clay block. Iron bars just there. Then light grey stained glass pane. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and then just 1 over on this corner as well. And once you've done that, again, that's going to be it for those 2 layers. So let's move up to the next 2. Alright, next 2 layers again, starting over at the back and just keeping the same materials. I'm going to put a grey just there, cyan just there as well. Taking the polished deep slate walls to start off with, just 2 of those offset towards the middle of the build, like that. Get that back. Stone block, clay, stone again, diagonal, do a polished andesite. 2 clay, 2 stone blocks. Clay to the right, 2 clay there, stone block inwards, diagonal, clay, 2 stone. Do the andesite walls, just one there on this clay block. There's another one on this corner here. And then 3 just there as well. Stone brick wall, there's going to be 1 just here. 1 on this stone block as well. And then light grey stained glass pane, there's going to be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1 in this gap. 1 in this gap. And there's 1 more stone brick wall that I missed. It's just there as well. Again, next layer up. You can see the layers are getting quite simple and a lot smaller. It does sort of like slim up towards the middle of the leg before it gets to like the elbow joint. It's kind of like the calm before the storm almost, which is interesting. 2 more polished deep slate walls on top of the ones we did last time. Get that back as well. Stone brick wall here, and then stone block, diagonal, clay, diagonal clay. This time we'll need a polished andesite stair facing inwards. And then stone block, clay, stair facing that way as well. Polished stone, and then let's do a stone block there, polished here, and then clay block, stone block. Then we can do the details again. For andesite walls, just 1 here, 1 on this side. Light grey stained glass pane, 1. 1 on that corner. 1 here, 1 there as well. And we also need the smooth stained slabs. 2 of those are going to go there. And also the birch fence gate, trapdoor is going to go on the side of this stone brick wall. And again, that does it for those 2 layers. So let's move up to the next 2. Again, I'm so glad I'm doing this in sets of 2 rather than single ones, or else this would take forever. Alright, we're going to start off the next 2. I'm going to keep mainly the same materials, but I am going to add in the birch planks. So I'm going to start over here where the cyan terracotta was last time. Put another one on top, then birch planks on top of that. You can get rid of that for now. We just need that one moment. Back to where we were with the polished deep slate walls, 2 again, just like before. Stone brick wall, and then another birch trapdoor like that. Stone, clay, diagonal, clay, stone next to it. Clay on the inside. We'll need the polished andesite stairs facing that way. Clay block here. Smooth stone slab. 2 stone blocks. Slab on that one. Polished andesite. This is a clay block. Stone block here. And then if we take the light grey stained glass pane, that goes in this gap. Then 1, 2, and 3 like that with the stone brick walls. Stone brick wall here as well. And glass pane. And we can move up to the next one now. We're using that birch as a reference point. There's a stone block here. Stone brick wall. Andesite wall to the other side of it. And then we need the iron bars just there on the inside. Stone brick wall here. And then 2 iron bars this time, like that. Clay block, stone block, and then this is the polished stairs as a corner, and then 1 facing that way. Slab there. Clay block, polished, and clay, which connects it to there. And then 2 light grey stained glass panes. Last thing, just an andesite wall on that one. And again, that finishes those 2 layers off. You can see how this is building up, and you can see how it's sort of bulbous at the bottom, but then starting to slim out towards the top. And this is how it looks so far from the kind of front leg angle. You can see how at the bottom it's larger and then thins, and then down here again, larger and then thins up, which was incredibly hard to pull off, but I think it's looking alright so far. Let's move up to the next layers. Alright, next 2 layers, we're going to start with the stone block, the polished andesite, the clay, stone brick wall, andesite wall, iron bar, same as kind of what we do before. Adding in the black concrete and sandstone wall, and then bringing the birch trapdoor back into the build, which we've used down here. I'm going to start with the andesite wall just on this clay block, like that. and then stone to the left and to the front of it like that. Black concrete just goes there. Andesite wall here, clay block here, and then this is andesite wall, iron bars going towards the back of the build, stone brick wall on this one, and iron bars here as well. We're going to need the birch trapdoor here, but I'm just going to like double it up and delete that first one and flip the second one so it looks like this. And then on this side, same thing again, but like flip it towards it basically. Stone block here, stone block there as well. And then a clay block just on this one. And then stone brick walls, 1, 2, 3, andesite wall here. Alright, next up you'll also need the let's see, the light grey banner and the polished black stone wall. Grab from down there. So light grey banner just goes here, and then the polished black stone wall goes on that corner like that. Next up, we'll need the iron bar, which is going to put it on top of this wall here. Stone brick wall to the right, and we will just need a light grey stained glass pane there. Stone block here, 2 clay blocks towards the middle of the build, and then another black concrete block goes there. You just take the light grey banner, we're going to put this on that block as well. This is clay here, stone at a diagonal, polished black stone wall in this gap, and then a polished andesite next to it. With the sandstone walls now, that's 1 and 2. Andesite wall on this one. Stone brick wall on this one. Stone block just there. Then a light grey stained glass pane here. Then to this side, 2 andesite walls and 1 stone brick wall. And once again, that's it for those 2 layers. Let's move up to the next ones. So on the next 2 layers, we actually start the kind of, I suppose, elbow or knee joint, I suppose, whichever you want to call it, for the Scarab. So these layers are a little bit larger, but otherwise fine. We are going to need a temporary block just to space out some of the bits that kind of hang down, but then they connect up in the second layer. So material-wise, you'll need the 3 kind of base materials we've been using. The walls as well, and then the polished stairs, and just use a temporary block as well. Again, I'm using lime wool. So polished andesite stairs just goes there. Stone block 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Polished andesite in this corner. Polished black stone wall there, and stone brick wall just here. With the clay block, that's 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Stone brick wall there, polished black stone wall here. 3 andesite walls, 2 stone brick ones. Then get the iron bars, that's just going to go there, and get the light grey stained glass pane, and that's 1 and 2. So get the temporary block now, and I'm going to switch some of these out. You need the stripped birch wood and birch stairs. Go to here. I'm going to do a second one, and then just do the stripped birch wood there like that. If you want to be really finicky about it, you can place it upright like so. Birch stairs, and then with the lime wool, that's going to be 1, 2, 1 there, again and again. So it's like that. And then the last block you're going to need is a polished deep slate slab, and that just goes there. So you can see now we're getting quite close to the central point of where the body will be, and where the why can I not speak? Where the legs will get very close to each other. But this is what we've got so far, as you can see. It's looking great. So with that, there's one more thing before I forget. Lever, just 1 and 2 like that. So you delete one of those temporary blocks. But yeah, on to the next one now. So we're going to start with a andesite wall just there. So that's on this stone block here. Clay next to it, and then 2 polished andesite. Behind the clay here, you're going to do a stone block, clay, 2 stone. Polish goes there, stone 1, 2, 3, and clay. And then this is 2 clay here, 3 stone blocks, and then put clay 1 and 2 just offset. Get the birch trapdoors a second. I used them somewhere. We can grab them from here. Birch trapdoors, you can do 1 there and 1 there as well. Get the light grey stained glass pane. That's 1 and 2. 1 here. And we can carry on with this bit now. Stone block just there. Stone brick wall. Andesite wall on this one. And then just do another clay block there as well. And with the strip birch wood, 1, 2, 3, like that. Stone brick wall just goes here. Then we need the smooth stone slab back. Give me a top half 1, 1 and 2. And those are offset again. And then with the iron trap door, just need 1 of those here. Gonna get the cyan terracotta back, and we also need the polished deep slate stair. And we're gonna put the cyan on top of that slab we did last time. Stair here, here, and here as well, so just kind of surrounding it. And then slab, top half, 1, 2, 3. And then in an L shape here, 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay, if we get the grey wool back now, that's going to be 1 just there. Stone block, top half, smooth stone slab is going to go there. Grey wool here, and then a stairs upside down facing that direction. Last thing we'll need is just the polished deep slate wall. And that's going to go just here, but then it's made me realise that this should probably be facing that way to connect to it. So, should look something like that, I hope. But yeah, that's connected those bits up now, which is great. And we will move on now to the next layers. Okay, next one up, we're starting with these like 3 grey materials, then the 2 dark grey ones, and then these 3 walls and the smooth stone slab as well. So for this layer, we're going to start with the smooth stone slab just there on this clay block, and then you can replace that with the polished andesite stairs, and just put 1 of those on top of this glass pane here. 2 andesite walls, and I'm just going to get the light grey stained glass pane back, ready for later. Stone block here, polished andesite, 2 stone and then 1 towards the middle. Polished andesite, 1, 2 and 3. Stone brick wall on this, and then a andesite wall just there. Use a stone block again, clay block, and then stone in the corner like that. Light grey stained glass pane 1 here. 1 on this corner, and then 1, 2, and 3 like that. Next up, get the stone brick walls, and there's going to be 2 of those just there above these 2 blocks. Andesite walls 1 and 2 like that. And if we just get the iron bars, we're going to put that here and also there as well. Clay above the previous clay, and then stone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clay block above the trapdoor, and then cyan terracotta 1, 2, 3, and 4 like that. Do another one here, another one here, and then with the grey wool, that's 1 and 2, just overhanging that slab like that. Let's move back to here and do some walls and stuff. On this corner, there is a iron bar, andesite wall, polished deep slate wall, and then on this side, andesite wall there, iron bars here, and then 2 more of the polished deep slate walls like that. Clay in this gap, 2 stone blocks, 2 stone blocks there, 3 clay this time, and then this is an andesite wall here, and 2 stone brick ones. Working backwards now, polished deep slate wall. We'll need the grey stained glass pane. That's 1 there. And then on this side, the polished deep slate wall here, and iron bars just there as well. It should look like that. And then next up, if we go back to the front here, stone block 1, 2, 2 there, 1 on top of the clay, 1 towards the middle. Clay block 1, 2, and 3 there like that. And then we just need the lever. We put one just there next to the andesite wall and flip it down. Get the polished andesite, we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. Clay block there, and then again lever, flip it down like that. Stone block here, 2 polished andesite. And then if we get the light grey stained glass panes again, it's going to be 1 and 2. There's an andesite wall here, light grey stained glass pane here, and then iron bars there. 2 andesite walls behind these 2 blocks. And then we need the polished andesite stairs facing the walls. You can actually see now where it kind of dips down and builds back up to the bulbous bit there, but we are getting close to the end of the legs now, which is quite exciting. Need that smooth stone slab back just for a second. There's one just here, clay block, and then a top half one there like that. With the grey wool, 1, 2, 3, one there. Cyan terracotta just there, and then clay block 1, 2 stone blocks, clay block here, stone, stone, clay, and upside down stairs. In fact, this one's a stone stair, which I'm going to grab, put there just like that. Clay here, andesite wall, stone block and clay, and then stone brick wall in this corner. Get the polished deep slate walls, that's 1, 2, and 3 like that. And then iron bars on this one, like so. And again, that seems to do it for that layer, so let's move up now to the next ones. We'll be soon done with the legs. Oh, also, one other thing I did notice, this stair here is actually meant to be a stone stair facing that way, rather than a stone block. So, change that. You can get rid of these temporary markings, because it's all connected now anyway. But that's where we're at so far. And again, just in case you're thinking this is a really stupid, weird tutorial, no idea what we're meant to be making here. Thing is, if we're making the leg in 45-degree angle, it would be facing straight on from this direction. But it's not. If we're building it in 90-degree angle, it'd be facing straight on from this direction, but it's not. So it's at this kind of angle, which is incredibly hard to make in Minecraft, and to do it in a way that looks good. But if you may have to squint a little bit, but you can just see where everything kind of comes together. Those grey bits all line up nicely. The sort of inner sort of tan parts all work together from that angle as well. And yeah, just makes sense when it all comes together. You got things like these black markings as well on the side, which you've got them there, and then on this side as well. But yeah. Anyway, let's move up to the next layers. Okay, once again, kind of keeping the same sort of stuff, which we'll need all of these. Get the smooth stone slab to begin with. This is going to go just here above the polished andesite. And we also need that iron trapdoor back just once, and that's going to go just there. Then clay block 1, 2, and 3 at a corner. Stone block 1, 2, 3 at a corner. Clay behind the stones, and then 2 stones to the left and right. Polished andesite in this gap. Smooth stone slab 1. Need the lever second as well, which is going to go just here. Light grey stained glass pane, one of them there, and 2 on the back here like that. That's that front bit done now. And then with the stone brick wall, you want to have this kind of there. So if you just build out from this smooth stone slab, delete the first one, keep that one there, should be above the iron bars. Then stone block, I'm going to do 1 and 2, that connects to the smooth stone slab. Andesite wall here. Cyan terracotta on the inside of the stone block. Stone again. And then clay 1, 2, and 3. In fact, it's there, like that. Polished, diagonal, polished, diagonal, polished. Stone block 1 and 2, clay block 1 and 2, and then this is a stone block in this gap. Stone brick wall just here, andesite wall, andesite wall, and then this is a iron bar above the previous one. 2 stone blocks, and then we need the polished andesite stairs. One's going to go facing that way. Going to have another one facing this way. Clay block and stone. Stone brick wall above the andesite one. Stone block and clay. Stone block and clay the other way around. And then this is one more clay at the end. Stone block here. Lever just facing upwards like that. And then I think the last thing is a normal skeleton skull. But this is completely, like, just not, I'm not going to say not necessary, because it does bring this bit up a little bit more, which it should. But you can leave it off without it causing any major issues. But yeah, that's going to be everything for that one. So let's move up to the next one fairly swiftly. So there's going to be a smooth stone slab. 1, 2 there. Stone in that corner. Clay, clay, and then polished andesite stairs facing that way. With the andesite wall, that's 1, 2, and 3. We need the polished deep slate stairs. That's going to go basically there, facing towards the back. Birch trapdoor next to it, and just flip that down. Cyan terracotta next to that, and then 2 clay blocks facing backwards. Clay here. This is a stone stairs, just one like so. 3 clay blocks like that, and then stone block just there, with a stone stairs on the back. Get the levers, and that's 1 and 2. Smooth stone slab again, just 1 here. Clay on that back one there. 2 stone, 2 there as well. 2 clay, and then smooth stone slab 1. Gonna skip that one for now. Just get the light grey banner. There we go. Iron bars again on top of the previous one. Andesite wall just there, and another andesite wall just here on this clay block. Need the polished andesite stair once more. That's going to go just here facing backwards. Stone brick wall and iron bar. Stone block 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 like that. Grey wall. Cyan terracotta. Polished deep slate wall there. And this is a polished deep slate stairs as well, just like that. Okay, last thing, just a sandstone wall in this gap, and that's actually the first part of the sort of leg joint that connects this to the body. So it's like a circular bit. So yeah, one little thing to mention is a tiny bit of the legs is part of the body section, just because it worked better that way when I split it up. So this may look really flat for now, but that will eventually come together as we start the body section. But yes, from there, I think that's it for the main bits. There's, I think, 3 more layers, but I think we can do it all in one take. So yeah, let's move on to the next bit. So for the final 3 layers, technically it's 2.5, but whatever. I'm going to start with so I could trim the materials down a little bit. Just copy it from here. I'm not going to list them all again. Add in the strip birch wood, which is what I'm going to start with. And then also do a birch stairs. This is going to be facing towards the middle of the build, and then you can get rid of those 2. Stone block, 2 clay like that. 2 cyan terracotta, and then we need the dark oak trapdoor, which I thought I'd used. Yes, it is there. And that just goes here with a polished deep slate wall and an upside down polished deep slate stairs this time. Iron bars, stone brick wall. This is a clay block here with a light grey banner on it like that. Need the stone stairs, that's 1 and 2. And you can put a block in there as well. I think it gets covered up anyway, but might as well. Come to this stone and this clay, so kind of in the middle of the set. 2 of those. 2 smooth stone slabs. Stone block here. This is a polished stairs upside down facing this way. And a normal stair like that facing that way. 2 stone brick walls, and then again we've got a skeleton skull here. This one I have to say is a little bit more kind of important, but again you can get away without using it if you don't have the materials. This one's just at like this kind of angle, so it sort of matches the leg angle. It's not quite 45 degrees, but it's not 90 degrees either. Last thing, just another trapdoor there like that. And for the final bit, let's see which way to do this from. We need a smooth stone slab here, clay block here, then it's a clay block, stone there, stone here, polished andesite, stone brick wall, stone stair there, and then 3 smooth stone slabs like that. Last thing, just 1 lever on this stone block and flip it down. And that does it for the front left leg, which is incredibly cool. Glad we've got to this point. And I think we're only at about 50 minutes, maybe an hour. I think maybe just over an hour of tutorial time. I'll check that soon. Yeah, this is looking really good. The next step is going to be to copy these over based on, again, these center points here, these mirror lines that we've made where we did the red markings. I'm going to show you how that looks now, and then we'll be back in a second. So this is how it looks with the front 2 legs kind of mirrored over the center line, which is great. Now we're going to show you how that looks with all 4 of the legs. Again, you need to mirror both of those now down this middle line here where the red is. So I'll show you how that looks. So if everything's mirrored over correctly, which I'm so thankful mine has, you should end up with something that looks a little bit like this, or, well, hopefully exactly like this, depending on the materials you use, I suppose. But yeah, when it all comes together like this, this is when you can see it obviously starting to take its full shape. Now, the way you know that you've done this right, and this is really important, because if you've not got this right, this means it's really bad. It's going to be 5 blocks between those 2 sets of cyan there. Or if you want to measure it from its widest point, or narrowest point, I suppose, 3 full blocks of stone next to each of these trapdoors. But yes, what we are going to do now that all that's mirrored over, and again, if you've not got that, the next steps just won't work. So make sure you've got all this right. You also want to check the gap between the legs as well, which should be 17, which I don't know if you've just seen the background chunks reloading there, but I've just measured in it. It is 17. So make sure you've got 17 between these 2 points and 5 or 3 between these points, depending on what you're measuring from. If you've got all that, which I really hope you have, you can get rid of your temporary markings if you want, which I will probably do off camera. So all of those down there, make it nice and clean. And then what we will do, in fact, no, keep your middle line marking. Keep your middle line marking, but the rest can go. We'll use that middle line marking to mark out where the bottom of the head will be and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, we are going to move on to the main body now. So let's go. Okay, everyone. So we are now back and starting the main body. The first thing we need to do before we actually do any building is just a quick bit of marking out so that you know where the most underside layer is going to be, and it's somewhere around here, I think. Obviously, you want to make sure you get that right, because if you don't, the rest of the body is going to be messed up as well. So like I mentioned in the previous take or section, I've left just this cross here from last time. But if you've deleted that for any reason, you just need to make sure you find your center line again, which is down here. And then the sort of larger section of the cross should be in line with that bottom toe section there, which it is on both sides. And yeah, as long as you've got that, it should be good to go. But yeah, just start with temporary blocks, and I'm just going to separate by 1 each time again. So 1 there, 3 here, 1, 3, 1, 3. And make sure you're separating each time, of course. Keep doing that until you've got 4 sets of 3 like that. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, not including that end one with the cross shape. I'm going to do one more gap of 1, which takes you to here. And then this is actually going to go upwards by a total of 30 blocks, including this one. So we're just going to build upwards. I'm going to try and count it out, but then I'll use the measuring tool afterwards to make sure we get it right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30. If I get the measuring tool now, that's 30, as you can see down in the text box. And you want to ensure that's 30. If it's any less or any more, you'll need to fix that before we go any further. But yes, once you've done that, that's going to be it for the marking out. Let's move on to the actual body section now. So starting off layers 1 and 2 for the main body. One thing to note with this is going forwards after the next layer or 2, we are just going to work on the left hand side of the build, and then it will be mirrored over off camera just because of how much there is in each layer. They're incredibly thick and you've got the interior in there as well. It would just take way too long to do both sides. So it'll be a case of bringing it up to here basically in terms of the width, and then the rest will be copied. But yeah, we'll be working on the left hand side for the most part. But materials we're going to need: clay, polished andesite stairs, smooth stone slab, stone brick wall, andesite wall, birch trapdoor, and then orange stained glass paint and orange banner. And then also a temporary block as well. I'm going to use the trusty sponge block. The orange glass paint and orange banners are for this sort of gooey plasma effect that these the Halo 2 specific Scarab has. The anniversary version doesn't really have it, which is a shame, but yeah. Anyway, we're going to start off stone brick wall on top of the 30 pillar that we did before, and then to the left and right, like that. 3 birch trapdoors on the back. On top, just do the orange stained glass paint on each side, and then polished andesite stairs upside down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 like that. The orange banner goes here, and then it's a stone brick wall on each side there, like so. With the temporary block, I guess. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Stone brick walls in between. And then again, birch trapdoors 1, 2, and 3 like that. So these are going to be those sort of flaps underneath the jaw area, which kind of open up and spew plasma out. Or it may be excess. I don't know. It's something. I don't know the terminologies very well. But yeah, you can delete those when you're done with that. You only need them for now. Get the iron trapdoor. 3 of those go here. And I'm going to take the temporary block. I'm actually going to go 1 and then down to the kind of first layer that we did, because obviously we've done 2 here technically. I go down to the first layer and bring it out by 1, and again, and again. And then on this one that we've done here, we're going to build outwards by 1 each time, like that, until you've got this basically. And then it's a case of just putting clay here, 2 top half smooth stone slabs, and then an andesite wall on the inside. And you can do that on all of these, but you just have to make sure you're this same level. Obviously, this is still part of the legs, so it'd be a case of just doing it on this one here with the clay block there, and then the andesite wall here. Because as I mentioned, some of the leg section was included within the body just because of how it worked out. But yeah, it should look like that. And you want to make sure, so you want to make sure you build on top of these temporary blocks, not in its place. So it should be there. These slabs in line with this stair here. Okay. So essentially, once you've done that, that should be it for that layer now. You can, if you want to, measure all of these out, which is what I did on my reference model, to make sure each one's level. But if you've done one and they all match up, then done it right, so you don't really need to. But yeah, that's going to be it for that layer. Let's move up to, I guess, layer 3 of the body. Not sure how I'll title card it, but we'll find out when I get to editing, I suppose. Let's go. Alright, we're going to start this one off actually at the leg sections. I'm going to basically try and get these sort of leg remainders done all in one. Once we've done maybe another layer or 2, I'll just finish those off and then we can focus entirely on the body. But yeah, for now, I'm going to start down here where the stone slabs are, and just, I guess, start with the front left leg as we have been doing. Stone block on that first slab. Then it's a birch slab just here, on this side and this side as well. In fact, I think I've done that in the wrong order. Yeah, so it's just those two, then a clay block here. Oh, that's not clay, that is. Stripped birch wood goes on this one. And then birch slab there, and then this is a polished deep slate stair upside down there like that. We need polished andesite stairs again, just one there, and a stone stair on this one. It looks like this. Then again, same on this side, to start with a stone block just there. Clay, stone stair, top half slab here, top half slab there, polished stair, the stripped birch wood, top half slab again, and then the stair here. Then again, same thing, just in reverse, so stone block, clay, stone stair. I'm not going to say every single time, just because you can probably get it by now, hopefully. But yeah, almost done with this. And then just again on the last one, I've lost my order now, lost my train of thought. There we go. Slab there, and then this one goes here, there, and then you stair on the inside. Boom. That's that bit done. I'm going to take the temporary block back a second and just build towards the body from this slab here on the front end. So we're going to build 1, 2, and 3 singular blocks like that. And again, 1, 2, and 3. And you should be left with a gap of 3 in the middle. So I'm going to switch a few of these out now. By a few, I mean most of them. We need the polished deep slate slab and the dark oak trapdoor. We're going to need the stone slab and the polished stair, which we've got. We will need the clay still. We'll need the stone as well. We're going to need the polished black stone slab. And also the warped trapdoor, because there's a section of like green energy of some sort that goes underneath the scarab, and this is going to be the start of that, as well as the black stone. Grab the iron trapdoor as well. So the thing we've just done here, we're going to put a dark oak trapdoor on each side of it, followed by a polished deep slate slab in the middle. Then go forward by 1, do the same again. Remember, these are top half. On the back here, we're going to put a polished andesite stair facing that way. 3 top half polished blackstone slabs, and then 3 warp trapdoors, like that. To the front of it, iron trapdoor there. 2 temporary blocks. And then we'll need the stone stairs. And we're also going to need the acacia stairs as well. And the orange carpets. We're going to start with the acacia stairs just on top of those iron trapdoors. 3 upside down stone stairs behind it, and then 3 orange carpets. So you can see how that design's kind of building up now. Need the smooth stone slab, top half next to the stair, and there as well. And then stone block and clay. And then with the stone brick wall, 1, 2, 3 next to the clay block, 3 again. Just get your levers. That's going to be 1 and 2. And then we'll need the polished andesite stairs upside down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Iron trapdoor, 1, 2, 3. And then this is going to be the orange stained glass pane in the middle, 3 of those. And then iron bars on the left and right. So it looks like this so far. And once you have done that, that's going to be it for those layers. So let's move on up to the next ones. Alright, so I think before we move on to any more full layers, I think it's a good idea to get these sort of leg sections done connected to the body. And then we can obviously focus just on the main body itself, rather than darting between 2 different sections at once. So for this bit, I'm just going to use the standard 3 materials here, the stripped birch wood again, stone brick wall, smooth stone slab, the cyan terracotta, and polished deep slate wall. I'm going to start with 6 stripped birch wood there, and I'm going to have to do this to make it nice and coherent. Is that a word? I don't think I used the right word. But clay on these two corners and stone in that one, and then stone brick wall. I'll do the same on these ones before I get too far behind. So, like that. And then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Normally I'd speed up during this sort of thing where it's just copying over, but I don't mind. And then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And stone, clay, and that. And where this grey bit is here, we'll move back to the front leg for now. There's going to be 1, the cyan terracotta, and then 2, polished deep slate wall. You also need the polished deep slate stairs as well. Again, 1 and 2 there, and then again, like that, and then one more time, like so. And then for the next one up, again, it's 3 strip birch wood, stone block here, stone brick wall, clay, polished. We will also need the grey wool, which I'm just going to switch that stair out now. Grey wool goes here. Then with the cyan, it's going to be 1, 2, and 3. 3 polished deep slate walls on that one, and 2 on this one, so it looks like that. So again, same thing again. Grey wool there, the polished, the clay. I hope I'm building in the right direction here. Yeah, stone brick wall, and then this is the cyan 1, 2, 3, 2 of those, 3 of those, and then again on the back ones, obviously just in mirror order this time. Try and do these both at the same time here to save a bit of time. Grey wool goes there, 3 cyan, grey, 3 cyan, and then I'm missing the clay and the polished, which is like that, and then it's just the 2 and the 3. Like so, and I think that's everything copied over. So there's a few more little bits to do, which you might see a quick jump cut, but otherwise we'll finish this off. Okay, so for these last few bits, we're going to go back to here. I'm going to get the polished andesite stair and just put that here. 2 clay blocks, and then a stone block there. So again, 1, 2, stone block there, and again, stair, 2 stone, like that. Then with the polished deep slate slab, put that basically on the first cyan, so just past the grey concrete, like that. Smooth stone slab here, there as well, and there, and there, and I think there's supposed to be another one on there, but that was part of the previous section, but ignore that. Anyway, the last thing you can do is just add a few more cyan. You add 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there as well. And you know what? Bring this all the way to the center, because I know that comes later on in the build anyway. So you can do that, and it'll all come together nicely shortly. But what we're going to do now is return to the actual main body. So to basically this layer here where these stairs are in the main bit of the birch. We're building that upwards until we meet with the leg sections that we've just finished. I say finished, actually. There's levers on these. I think that's it now. Yeah, let's carry on with the main body. So for this layer of the main body, I'm going to start with the stone and clay. We don't actually need any polished andesite on this one from what I can tell. We do need the polished stairs. The orange terracotta we're going to add in, so more of that sort of gooey detail. Acacia slab, the stone brick wall, cyan terracotta, polished deep slate stairs and slab. Come to where this section is here with the 3 trapdoors. 3? No, not 3 trapdoors, 4 trapdoors. The slabs in between. On the iron trapdoor in front, we're going to put 3 cyan like that. then a top half polished deep slate slab, and then 2 more cyan behind it towards the back of the build. With the clay block, 1 and 2 behind the cyan, and then stone block on the inside, on both sides like that. Now we do just need a andesite wall just next to the clays. You can replace that again with the stone. We will need the verdant, however you want to say it, frog light. That's going to go there. And that's the only time you need it on this layer, so we can just swap that back. I can't remember what I swapped it for. Oh, the slab. That's right. But yeah. From there, top half slab on the left and right here, and then polished deep slate stairs in between. 3 clay, stone block on each side. And then with the polished andesite stairs, that's going to be 1 and 2. 1 and 2 there. You want a clay block above the stone brick wall. And then if you get the levers, which grab from over here, you need 1 on the stone block, 1 on this clay block facing towards the other one, like that. Get the iron bars, that's going to go here, and then stone brick wall next to it. Like that. You just get the temporary block, so sponge. I'm going to build out here by 2, and then iron trapdoor. So again, 1, 2, iron trapdoor. Not sure what that's for, but it will certainly become clear soon. It's probably like the start of the body or something, or it could potentially be the side flaps for the head. Not really sure. It's a mystery that will soon be unraveled. Satious slab in between these. You want a top half smooth stone slab, 3 of them actually, just kind of in between where these levers are, so like that, basically. Stone block 1, 2, 3. We need the stone stairs upside down next to the stone, so like that. 2 clay blocks in front of the stone stair that we just did. Orange terracotta, and then more of the slabs. Another temporary block just down the center line here. We want 2 top half polished deep slate slabs, and 2 of the normal stone slabs, which don't know when I last used them. Am I going to have to go into the inventory? Fine, I'll go into the inventory and get them. There we go. So there's 2 on that side, 2 on that side. I think that's the bottom of the kind of main head assembly, so that's exciting that we're getting to that point. So the last bit for this layer, let me just check. Oh, so there's another stone brick wall here and there, and then an iron bar next to that as well. So that's the front end done. We've done the legs, that's great. So the next bit is to take the, I'm going to switch a few materials out here. I don't have like any room. Get rid of the most of the birch materials for now, because I don't think we really need them anymore. Just because I think they were mainly for the leg kind of joints. So we need the green stained glass. So we're bringing in a load more new materials. Bring in the polished blackstone full block, the polished stair, the polished slab, the dark prismarine stair, and the dark prismarine slab as well. With the green stained glass, I'll do this and get this out of the way. There's 1, 2, 3, 1 there. Polished blackstone on each side. 3 again. And then bring it backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Polished blackstone again, and then 1 more green stained glass. 3 upside down dark prismarine stairs on the side of it. Upside down polished blackstone stairs. Upside down dark prismarine stairs, and then this is a top half polished blackstone slab, dark prismarine slab top half, polished blackstone slab top half, and finally a warped trapdoor top half as well. And all being well, if you've done the measurements right, it should line up with the the middle of the joint here with the stairs. It should be on the same layer as the stair as well. You can see we're kind of getting a nice base to work from. There's a big amount of energy sort of under the scarab that leaks down and stuff. Loads of different colours on this thing. It's pretty crazy. I'm dreading making the material list for it. But yeah, the things we have to do. But you can see how this is coming together, which is great. And I believe that's it for that layer. So let's move up to the next one. Right, so for the next layer, you'll need the stone block, the clay, the green stained glass, the stone stairs, polished deep slate stairs, dark prismarine slab and verdant froglight again, and then spruce stairs and dark oak stairs. There are some weird like brown bits on the underside. For some reason, this thing is very, very colourful, which just makes this even more difficult. But you don't need them that much. I think there's like 2 layers where they're on there, including this one. Then we're done with them for the rest of the build, which is okay. It's not too bad. Start with the frog light, and you're just going to put it above this glass and bring this back all the way to just one short of where this is from the next layer up. And then if we come back to here, get the glass, bring that just to 2 short of that, so basically here. With the polished deep slate stairs, you're going to do 1 and 2. And I think after this layer, we're going to start doing just the right hand side, left hand side, and then copying over, because I think this is the last sort of easy one. With the stone stair, upside down, 1, 2, and 3 here, facing outwards. And if we get the polished black stone, I'm going to put that just there, another green stained glass here, and then the top half dark prismarine slab there. Put that slab away for now, and the polished black stone. Okay, and then same again on this side, so this all the way across, and then the stairs facing inwards, and then the stone stairs facing outwards. Like that. Just get the iron trapdoor temporarily. We just need to put 2 blocks out from the middle line here. So it's on the 3rd block actually. But yeah, you want to make sure that's there. With the spruce stairs now, in fact, before we go do that, we're going a bit too far ahead. Clay block there, stone block there. And then if we get the stone stairs upside down, 1 and 2. And 1 and 2 there as well. While you've got the iron trapdoor as well, you can add another 3. These are going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You'll also need the stone slab and also the spruce slab. It's going to be a stone slab just there, top half, and then 2 top half spruce slabs as well. Like that. Okay, so to here now, get the spruce stairs upside down facing outwards, 1 and 2. And then polished deep slate stairs facing outwards, 1, 2, and 3. And then we want the polished deep slate slab. And that's 1, 2, and 3 there. Clay block on this gap. And then with the cyan terracotta, we're just going to put this next to the clay. Bring it to the middle. And this block here is just a stone and a stone as well. Stone block again goes there as well. 2 clay blocks. And then if we take the stone block again, that's 1, 2, and 3. And 1, 2, and 3. Stone on top of the previous stone like that. And then cyan, we're just going to put 1, 1, 2, 3, and 1 there as well. Just get the andesite wall out. 1, 2, and then 3 here. Then 3 and 2 again like that. 1 more top half polished deep slate slab. And I'm going to come back to this bit now just before we move too far forwards. Spruce stairs upside down, 1 and 2. Dark oak stair, spruce stair, dark oak. Spruce again, and then this is a stone stair. Dark oak stair, stone stair. So let me just do this on the other side as well before I get too far behind. 1, 2, and 3. and 2 stairs like that. And then we just do the same on this side. Quite simple. Like that. That's it for the back bit for now, which is good. And again, it sort of enforces that connection between the legs and the main body as well. Dark oak trapdoor, you need 2 of these, 1, 2. Stone block, 1, 2, and 3. And then stone stair upside down on each side. Clay block on each side. And then if you get the orange terracotta, that's 3. And 2 of the Acacia slabs again. The top half, polished deep slate slab in front of that slab in the middle. And a second one. And then also Acacia slab 1 and 2. With a stone block there on each side. And then with the birch trapdoor, going to be just on the stone block. And again, and stone stair here. And a smooth stone slab as well. Like that. Alright. So next up, get the iron bar. Be 1, 2, and 3, so one of them should be above this gap here. Stone block, 1, 2, 3, 1 on the left and right. Clay, 1, 2, 3, sign in the middle. Polished deep slate wall, 1, 2, 1, 2. Upside down stair facing outwards. Polished deep slate slab on the left and right. Stone slab down the middle. And then this is, I'm going to remove that so I don't forget about it. Iron trapdoor, 1, 2, and 3. And also dark oak trapdoor as well, which, from down there. And that's going to be 3 on each side basically. So 3, 3 again. I think that's it for that layer. So what I will do now is delete the temporary blocks from down here. Just so I don't forget about those either, because I don't want to be doing that. You can also get rid of that temporary line if you like. I'll do that off camera because it's going to take a while. But you can see now this is the bottom kind of jaw of the head that we're building up. This is where it's going to connect eventually. These bits are pretty much done on the underside now, which is good. And then we've kind of got the rather square foundation, I suppose, for the underside here, but it will continue to build up. So with that, let's move up to the next layer. Alright, starting this layer, again, similar-ish set of materials. I've added the deep slate tile stairs in as well, and kept the frog light and these 2 brown stairs as well. Then we can pretty much be done with those. So the best place to start with, I think, is just to use these as a measurement, just because they were there already. And literally first blocks are going to be frog lights to cover up all of these glass blocks. Okay, and then past this back kind of line of sign here, we're just going to put another frog light there on top of that. Dark prismarine, that's it. I couldn't remember the name. Next to that, there's going to be another green stained glass. And I think we may be done with those for this bit. Might need them again later, but pretty sure they're done with for now. Just realised I'm building on both halves still, but yeah, from this point I will be just sticking to the left. So come to here, where this bit is, on the second one in, upside down, deep slate tile stair. Then a stone block, 1, 2, 3. This one connects to the frog light. We need the andesite wall, and that's 1, 2. Get the polished deep slate stairs upside down just here. 2 cyan blocks. 2 top half polished deep slate slabs. And then the dark oak trapdoor, we're just going to add 1 and 2. And then iron trapdoor, just 1 there on the back as well. So you should have this so far. Stone stair, upside down. Smooth stone slab, we're going to put 1 and 2. And then iron trapdoor on that corner. Back to here, 2 upside down stone stairs this time. Dark oak stair. This is a stone stair next to it. Dark oak stair. In fact, no, it's a spruce stair. Then a stone one. Then a dark oak one. And then a spruce one. Stone one. And then deep slate tile stairs. With the iron trapdoor on this second stone stair we did, 1. Skip this one and do 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you're just going to switch that out for the spruce trapdoor and do 1 and 2. Just like that. Okay, carry on. Deep slate tile stair upside down here. Stone block next to it. We're going to take the clay and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 there. Stone, 1, 2, 3. Clay, 1, 2, 3. This is a stone block here. And then if we just grab the stone stairs again and the stone slab. There's 2 top halves of stone slabs kind of going outwards like that. We need a stone stair in here. I can't tell if it's facing that way or the other way though. I'm just going to check. Okay, it's a stair facing that way. So that needs to go on that one. And then this stone block actually needs to be a stair as well, so just like that. Do clay, 1 and 2, stone, clay, and then 2 upside down stone stairs just there. In this gap here, we're going to put a cyan just there. Clay next to it. Iron trapdoor. Just 1 there. Then a clay block is going to go here. Stone block, cyan terracotta on the middle line. Need the smooth stone slab. That's going to be 1. Iron trapdoor there as well. Do a upside down polished deep slate stairs here. Cyan, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Also do a warped slab. Top half just there like that. It's going to be part of the sort of blue lights on the actual main weapon, which is exciting to be getting onto. But yeah, 4 walls there. Stone slab, stone stair facing outwards. And then this is a cornerstone stair. Stone block, 3 clay, and then 1 clay down the centre line just past those trapdoors. Satious slab, 1, 2, 3. Stone slab here. Top half stone slab there. Upside down polished deep slate stairs. And then we need the birch trapdoor, 1, 2, and 3, and just flip those up. Andesite wall, 1 of those. This is a stone stair that faces, I don't know which direction, I think it may be outwards like that. But again, I'm going to have to double check that. Oh, actually it's a full block. So that just goes there. Don't know why that was marked down as a stair, sorry, but whatever. Yeah, andesite wall next to it as well. Top half stone slab there, second one going backwards. Stone block here. Lever. Just 1. Stone slab here. And then iron trapdoor. 1 and 2. So that's the start of the side sort of jaw for the head as well. So what you want to do now is copy all of what we've done on the left hand side over onto the right. Of course down this centre line here. A few bits are copied over already, like this trapdoor, and then these lights. But the rest will need to be done off camera, and I'll show you how that looks now. So that's everything copied over now. That's how it should look. And yeah, with that, we can move on to the next layer. So we're going to begin this layer with the stone block, the clay, the polished andesite, the grey concrete, the cyan terracotta. So the polished andesite and the grey concrete were used on the legs. Grey concrete I don't think we've used since all the way down here. So bringing that back. Then the stone stairs, we can keep the stone, smooth stone slab, the frog light again, and then the iron trapdoor. So I'm going to start over at the back with the cyan terracotta. Again, this will be just half the layer, so the left-hand side down this centre line here. Just a single cyan there. We can do one on the left and right, doesn't really matter for now. Go back by 1, Do the same again, and then 2 more here, and then 2 more on the front. One thing as well with your cyan, just come back over to here, and where these gaps are, just put the cyan in those. I missed those off last layer, but yeah, easy little fix there. And to be honest, I think I placed them too far forward, so like the cyan and the clay there, I think were meant to be those two, but too far back, I mean. So that's how they're supposed to be. You don't have to remove those as ones, but it's up to you. Anyway, from there, let's grab the... I can't remember where we're at. Oh, we were back over here, weren't we? So the frog light, we're going to put on... I need one more cyan actually first, one there and there. Another one here, and then the frog light goes there. With the clay, that's 1, 2, 3, and 1 there as well. Want an upside down stair facing outwards. Clay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And with the cyan, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and then bring it to the middle line like that, or all the way across in your case. Stone block. This is going to be grey concrete, 1, 2, 3. You can do the same over here, where those deep slate tile stairs are. Clay block just there. Going to do cyan, not cyan, sorry, stone all the way across. Clay there. This is 2 clay here, 3 across. Stone block, clay, stone block. And then on this row, 2 stone blocks, 1 stone stairs, clay, 2 stone, and then we'll come back to that in a minute. Back to this area for a second, stone block 1 and 2 next to the cyan there. Upside down stone stairs like that, and then smooth stone slab 1, 2, 3. No, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then polished andesite there. With the iron trapdoor, that's going to be 2 on these 2 slabs. 1, 2, and 3, and then 2 there like that. So I'm just going to switch out the iron trapdoors now for the lever just real quick, and that's going to go there and there, so next to where the trapdoors are. And you also need the polished deep slate stairs, upside down, 1 and 2. And you also need the polished deep slate walls, 1 and 2 as well. Again, I did it on both sides there, it's just force of habit. Might as well do that one as well. But yeah, you should have this now. Get the andesite wall, there's going to be 1, 2, 3. And if you just put a stone block here, you can do the 4th one. Then we also need the birch trapdoor on 1, 2, 3. And then if we add stone block and polished andesite, that's the 4th one there. So you can see it's kind of framing the leg sort of joint on each side, which is what we want. Anyway, from there, so the back area is now done for that half, I think. There's going to be a lot of filling in a moment, but we'll do that last. Clay, stone, clay, 3 stone, clay block again, and then stone stair facing that way. Done too many. In fact, confused. I think that last one's a clay. Should be polished, clay, 3 stone, and yeah, okay, that seems right. Stone block here, clay block, and then this is a stone stair upside down. I think it's that way. Yeah, okay. And then with the cyan, we're going to go to the middle line here. Put 1, and then 2. Obviously, it'll be 3 wide overall. There as well. And what we can do actually is down the center line is just bring that cyan all the way across. And this is basically the interior floor, like the bottom layer of it. So, yeah. Next up, we need the polished deep slate stair and slab. Upside down stair, top half slab. This is stone block 1 and 2. Clay, and another clay just there. Get the light grey stained glass panes, and then that's just 1 here. For the head section, top half polished deep slate slab, upside down polished deep slate stair. We need the polished blackstone wall block and also the stair as well. Cyan down the center line, 1 and 2, stone block, another cyan there as well. 2 cyan here. Need the polished deep slate wall, and that's 1 and 2. There's going to be I think it's an upside down stair, I can't really tell. Might be just a full block, but yeah, stone. Bottom half, stone slab. Upside down polished deep slate stair. And then stone slab 1, 2. Polished andesite stair you want to have facing forwards. And then stone stair you want to corner it around. And then corner this one around so it looks like that. Get the acacia slab. And then with the polished andesite stairs again, it's 1 there. I think that might be the bottom jaw area done, because we're doing a bit more of the side one now. So clay block, we will also need the stone bricks there for this bit. And we're going to need the acacia stair as well. Basically put the stone stair like this, the acacia stair at a corner, and then the orange terracotta we want next to that. The reason we use stairs in there is just so they don't connect to these walls. Stone block, polished deep slate stair facing outwards, clay block, and then andesite wall on the front like this. Get the birch trapdoors again. 2 of those there. Stone stair upside down, 1 and 1 on this end as well. 2 clay blocks, and 1 more andesite wall on the back of there. So what we've got going on here is, yeah, the bottom jaw's sort of done. And this is part of the side jaw. I think there's about 3 more layers to that, maybe 5, I can't remember how tall it is. But then this bit here is actually going to be the main sort of eye, and that's the bottom layer of it really. That's quite exciting. Anyway, the bit we're waiting for is filling in this area. I'm going to take the frog light first as well. And if you go to this like frontmost grey concrete, bring this all the way back just to whereabouts is it? Oh, that shouldn't be stone. Why have I put stone in there? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so there, basically. So 1 short of that one from below. Alright, and then if we put cyan in this gap, like the rest of the space now can be filled in with... Oh, actually, wait, no. It's a bit more. Tiny bit more. 1, 2, and 3 like that. Which should take you 1 short of this. And it sort of brings you the first grey concrete there. Then this is cyan all the way across. We just need this as like the sort of base for any blocks that are above, such as carpets, any slabs or anything. But yeah, all this can be filled in. Which gives us a nice even playing field. It should look like this now. So I think one last thing here, stone full block, don't forget that. And yeah, I believe, one more. One more. There's a lot of details on this, it's easy to miss some. Birch sign just goes there. And I'm just gonna say that's done now. So yeah, we're gonna copy that over so you can see what it looks like back in a second. And yeah, should look like this. Which you can kind of see the shape all coming together now, which is great. The next few layers will build up this sort of back section, which is incredibly like curvy and weird. But yeah, it's all starting to come together now. The interior layers, one thing to mention with the interior, I'll mention this again when we actually get to it. So on this particular model, even though the outside is kind of all clay, and obviously I mentioned at the start that you can mix in sort of light blue terracotta with the clay to kind of give it the same as the original model, or you could make it all light blue terracotta if you wanted to instead of the clay. The interior on this one still uses that light blue terracotta, but that remains consistent between all 3 versions, so the interior doesn't change. However, if you want to do it, you can do it. The interior is actually based more on the anniversary version, just to give it a little bit more detail, to make it a bit more usable. There's consoles and things like that that weren't there. or were a bit more basic on the original Scarab. So this one's just a little bit more visually interesting. But yeah, with that, we're going to move up to the next layer. All right, next layer up. I was slightly mistaken with what I thought this was here. The lights sort of show through, definitely, but the rest actually gets covered up for the most part, so odd. I guess it was just to level the whole thing out. So, first off, we could start over at the front here. Again, it's just going to be the left-hand side of this layer. This is quite a sizable one again. But starting with these materials, I'm adding in the light blue terracotta now, because there is a bit of it on the floor at the back. Start with the sign down the middle. 2 stone blocks, 2 clay, stone, 2 clay. I think this is all just going to get covered up, but do it anyway. So yeah, so it's 2 stone, 2 clay, stone, 2 clay, 3 stone. Or you can just do the full thing of stone, it really doesn't matter. I'm going to add a extra, I want to say it's 4. Then grey concrete, 4 of those. And then with the light blue terracotta, it's going to be 1, 2, 3. I've gone over the centre line, but that's okay. 1 there. Stone block 1, 2, 3. I'll do the other 2 there as well, why not? Stone slab, we're going to skip 2 blocks here and do the 3 stone slabs like that. 2, 2, 2 with the stone blocks. With the cyan down the middle line, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 here, and I'll come back to that. We are going to take the smooth stone slab and just put that top half there. Polished andesite, and then 3 stone blocks like that. Take the polished stair. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'll get rid of the grey concrete first, because we only need this a few times. We do the light blue terracotta first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 there. Then bring this back to just there for now. Grey concrete, 3 of those, so you're just kind of coming out a little bit from there. And then same again on this side. 1, 2, 3. Then we can put that away for now. Bring out the polished stairs, and that's going to be in this gap. 4 like that. 3 light blue terracotta there, and then 2 more here. The polished deep slate stairs upside down, 1 and 2. I'm going to get the wall. That's 1 on the back, 1 on the side. And then I'm going to get the dark oak trapdoor and just put that there and flip it down. Okay, I'm going to leave a slot open there for now. Oh, in fact, we're done with this for that layer as well, so that's good. We will need the blue stained glass pane. Might be cyan actually. So cyan, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, basically covering up those lights. You get rid of that. With the polished andesite stairs, do 1 there, and 1 on that corner as well. With the stone block now, 3, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, keep going until you reach this set of 3 stone here, and you can stop. Bring this one round, around the end of the blue stain, or cyan stained glass, then bring it back, all the way to there, and then 2 more in that gap. With the cyan, that's 3. Clay, you want to do 1, 2, 3 there, 2 here, and then stone 3 blocks, stone 2 blocks. Get your andesite and stone brick walls. The stone brick one goes there, and then andesite, you're just going to wrap it around these edges like that. Okay, actually keep those. I'm going to bring in the deep slate tile slab. Another new material, yay. That goes in the middle there, and then stone block on the left and right. So if you get the stone block again, just 1 there. Diagonal, 2 clay, stone, 4 clay here, 2 there, and then bring this cyan to the middle like that. Extra cyan here, and then in the middle line, 1, 2, 3. And then this is 2 extra, out by 1 and 2, out by 2 again. Stone block there, and then cyan block here. Alright, and we'll come back to that in a moment. going to finish off this back section now. Stone block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 of them there. Clay, 2. This is a polished andesite. Stone, clay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 andesite walls on the back. Get the iron bars on this corner. Light grey stained glass pane on that corner. Another light grey stained glass pane on this clay. And then andesite wall, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then on this side, 1, 2, 3. 2 stone brick walls. 2 andesite walls. Light grey stained glass pane on this one here. And then iron bar in between. So you can see now how that shaping's all working out, which is definitely developing nicely. Okay, next up, where do we go from here? Let's see. If we switch some of these out, get the polished deep slate wall, polished black stone. That's 2 and 1. And then you also need the black stained glass pane just to help round off that polished black stone area. Bring about a bit of thickness to it. We will need the sea lantern. This is for the main eye. That goes there. Then with the light blue stained glass pane, I'm going to add that on the front, and that will connect to the other side as well, which we'll just do it like that. Can't tell if this is, I think this is a cyan. So cyan stained glass pane as well. This material list is going to be awful. It's going to be so much to it. But yeah, one of those goes there. And then you need the dark oak trapdoor again. That goes like that. And then it's just the side bits now, really. So need the stone here. Want these stone stairs. 1, 2, 3. Another one of the Acacia stairs, which grab from there, just like that. And then 2 orange terracotta. There's a polished deep slate wall here with a stone block next to it. And then if we get the iron bars, that's that one. Light grey stained glass pane next to it. 2 polished deep slate walls here. Then cyan 1 and 2. Stone block, cyan block. And then, excuse me, and then andesite walls 1, 2, and 3. Then one more dark oak trapdoor goes on there and that flips. This is what you should have so far, which is looking great. There's one more thing which I was going to forget, but I've just spotted it. So next to where these walls are here along the sort of middle section, do a top half slab on that one and that one as well. And other than that, I think that's going to be it. So we'll copy that over and show what that looks like. So all being well, should look something like this, which you can see now how that front end's developing, which is really great. But yeah, since we've seen the appearance of the actual light blue terracotta here, this is definitely the floor layer. There may be some carpets and stuff on top of this to cover some areas up, but yeah, this is going to be part of the walkable, usable area, which is quite exciting. I'm not really sure why there's a slab in here, because the stairs go up. So it looks like this is going down somewhere, maybe it's a secret area or something. But yeah, probably just a remnant of when I was building. Anyway, that's going to be it for that one. Let's again move up to the next layer. So for this one, we'll go down to the front and start there. Cyan down the middle line again. Bring it out by an extra 3 for now. Just going to put the polished deep slate stairs there, and also just do a slab and get that back as well. Polished blackstone, and then stairs on either side. You're just rounding off what we did 2 layers ago. And then, I know I'm doing both sides at the minute, but it's fine. 2 sets of cyan. And then this is stone blocks. And you also need, just for a little detail, it's not something that we're going to be using all the time, just a warp button, 1 and 2. Throw that away now, I think. Cyan there, and then we're going to round off the eye section, which is exciting. And then if we just quickly grab the, I'll swap anything out. Polished deep slate wall, that's 2 of those and 2 there as well. Similar to what we had down below. Then we'll do the side sort of head section now. Start with the stone stairs. We're going to put it next to this wall here and then corner it with the acacia stairs. And then you also need the orange terracotta. Stone block, upside down, polished deep slate stairs there. Clay block, and then andesite wall. Light grey banners we're bringing back. Just 2 of those like that to try and cover up the orange bits. Obviously when you get to a certain distance they do disappear, but up close it sort of helps. Put that away for now. Stone stair, 1, 2. 2 clay there, 1 there as well. And then this is andesite walls 1 and 2. That should be it for the front section now. Clay block, we're going to do 1, 2, 3. And then andesite wall, 1, 2, 3 like that. Clay, stone, 2 clay. Stone brick wall is going to go here. Andesite wall next to it. And then light grey stained glass pane. Clay, stone, 1, 2, 3. Polished andesite here. Stone, and then clay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Andesite wall, 2 stone brick walls like that, andesite wall here. Now if we get the light blue terracotta and what else can we put in? Maybe the stone slab. Light blue terracotta, we're just going to come to here and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then stone slab, just to cover up that gap. Continue with the light blue terracotta in a second actually, we need some stone stairs first. 2 of those, stone block, and then light blue terracotta goes there. Stone stairs 1 and 2, light blue terracotta here. And then this is a stone block next to it. A polished andesite stair, you need to put a corner and then bring it around like that. Okay, with the stone slab, we're going to add 1, 2, 3. We're going to add 2 next to the stone block here and the stair, and then bring it to the center line. And then also a row across there, like that. I am cooking something, so this will make sense in a moment. Need the polished andesite stair, and that's going to go just here with a gap of 3 in between. Stone block from the center line to join with it. Light blue terracotta, 3 there, 2 here. Polished stair in this gap. Polished stair on the front and corner it, and that's down the center line. Get the light grey carpets out. You do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. Get the iron. Wait, yeah, it is iron. Iron trapdoor. 2 of those. And stone slabs again, 1 and 2. Now we're going to take the polished deep slate slabs. We'll come to where we did the stone slabs here. Do 3, 4. Join that one up. Goes above a glass. I guess that's intentional. Bring to the center. Bring to the center there. And then this as well is all polished deep slate slabs. And again, that's another walk-in area, and that pretty much sorts most of the interior walk-in space now, which is exciting. Iron trapdoor 1, 2, 3, 4, and then light grey carpets again. Get the polished andesite, come to where this stone brick wall is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stone brick wall goes there with a clay in front of it. We're also going to add 2 more clay here. Smooth stone block on those. And birch trapdoor on either side of it. And these are those little, like, they are turrets, I think. Or it's going to be the start of the turrets on the side. But I think they were removed before the game came out. Or hidden, tucked away. So They probably still do exist, you just never see them actually being used. Anyway, with the polished andesite stairs, where this polished section is, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 at a corner like that. Okay. Next up, another one of those light blue terracottas, and the stone brick wall goes here. Stone block to the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 clay blocks there. Stone block and stone stair upside down. Need stone block 1 and 2, and then 2 andesite walls here. And then, wait, I've done something wrong here, but I can't tell what it is. Oh, I can tell now. Bring that andesite wall forward by 1, delete the first one, bring the stair forward by 1, and replace the stone block, and then this is a cyan in that gap. Polished andesite there, and you want an iron bar next to it. Clay block here. Light grey stained glass pane, and then 2 stone blocks like that. And also a clay. Stone block on the inside, clay block there. Stone brick walls, we're going to do 1 and 2. And then with the stone, bring this to the centre line. And then with the cyan, 1, 2. And you can do the 3 as well, why not? Iron bar in that gap. And levers, just need on there like that. Okay, so I think that's it for the exterior walls. Yeah, there's quite a lot going on that layer, but need the light grey carpet again. You're going to come to here, down the centre line, I'm just going to do 1, 2, and 3. 3 there, and then 1 on the side like that. With the polished andesite, that's going to go just here, and then stone slabs 1, 2, 3. Yeah, again, I don't know why those slabs were in there. I think it was just so that these bits were covered up, and I didn't want to use full blocks, so I just used slabs. So it wasn't meant to be a ramp, it was just the way I did it. Down the centre line, stone block here. Bring this around. Stone brick wall on top of that. And then stone, polished stone like this. And once you have done that, I believe that's it for that layer. So, yeah, brilliant. We'll copy that over. I'll show you how that looks like. Okay, so it should look like this, which is brilliant. So now you've got your interior playing space, which is really cool. If anything was going to get an interior, it had to be this, really. So you can relive some of the best Halo 2 moments. But yeah, that's going to be it for that layer. Let's move up. Right, beginning this next layer, I'm going to go to just here. By the way, materials-wise, stone, clay, polished andesite, smooth stone, and light blue terracotta, cyan terracotta as well. And we're going to do the cyan all at once and get it out of the way. And then polished andesite stairs and stone stairs, and the polished deep slate wall. Just do 2 cyan there like that. And then on this row from the centre line, bring that out. Just similar to before, basically. I think it's to there. Yeah, I think it's 7 in total. And then over at the back end here, I'm going to do cyan 1, 2, 3, and then with the polished deep slate walls, that's 1, 2, and 3 as well. Okay, and then you can get rid of that for this layer. Next up, we're going to take the polished blackstone slab just one more time, I think, for this build. The polished blackstone, which just finishes this black part of the main turret. And once that's done, I think you can get rid of that and potentially these 2 as well. I don't think we need them again. Polished deep slate slab 1 and 2, and that rounds off the kind of main sort of thickness of that main turret there. Fun fact, actually, the turret was remade completely, like about a few days before this tutorial was being made, because I made it way too skinny. this interior part. It was, I think, just 3 blocks wide. So it's now 5 blocks. It looks a lot more menacing, especially when the head is open. Need the warped slab just once here, and that's going to go just there. And you're going to use those warped buttons again on top, like that. Last thing with the dark oak trapdoor, just one there. And then if we come to here, we're going to take the stone slabs. And we're going to put one just there. Stone block. And then 2 more slabs. And 2 trapdoors. And that should finish off the side sort of jaw of the head. And just put a lever there and flip it down. Now this next part is part of the top jaw, so we're starting the last one now. We go kind of next to where this slab is here. We're going to do a top half slab there. I cheated on that method, but you can do the same by just placing a temporary block there. And then diagonal 2, 3. This is a polished andesite stairs facing forward, so you need it like that. And then stone stair, 1 there like this. And then the last one's going to basically do the same as that, so you might want to just kind of do this. With the Sasha stair, which grab from here. One of those there, and then the polished andesite stair on the front like that. And then just get the birch sign as well. Just put that here. That's basically it for the head section for this one. We will need the andesite wall back, and I think we'll just save a free spot there for something. In fact, yeah, we'll use the levers. So down the center line on this one here, there's a lever, and there will be on this side as well. Then you want the iron bars. Right, that's on that one. Andesite wall 1 and 2, and do another one just here as well. Clay block 1 and 2. Polished andesite here. And then andesite wall 1, iron bars 1 and 2. This is a polished deep slate wall in this gap. And then polished 1, 2, 3, 4. One iron bars there, and a light grey stained glass pane here. And polished andesite 1, 2, 3, 4. Clay block, 2 stone blocks, clay block again. 1 stone block, and then 2 clay. Alright, with the light blue terracotta now, you're going to do 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip 1, do a smooth stone, and then upside down polished andesite stairs on both sides like that. We're also going to put a polished black stone button on this smooth stone block. Then with the light blue again, that's 3. Obviously we've got to this point now, so cool. We need a stone brick wall in this gap. 2 stone blocks. 5 clay. Polished andesite. Clay and stone. And then andesite wall here. There should be a gap there. It's weird. Maybe I've missed something. Let me double check that. I've just checked and apparently there is a gap there, so I don't know why. But it's there, so I'm leaving it there. Deep slate tile wall we need as part of these sort of side knot turret assemblies. And then again with the birch trapdoor on each side like this. Iron bars, we're going to take these and do 1 on the clay, 1 on the stone, and then on those 2, and then light grey stained glass pane in between. This layer is quite difficult. With the stone brick wall, come to this section here where the stairs meet the stone blocks. On the stairs, put a stone brick wall, and then we'll do all 3 across. But yeah, it's like that basically. And then stone brick wall there, light grey stained glass panes, and then polished deep slate slab 1 and 2. And then I've used skeleton skulls here just to represent some of the detail that's on the inside. It looks kind of like that, but if you want to leave those off or use buttons instead, that's up to you. Or anything else that's sort of that shape might work as well. You can use the crimson stairs as part of the interior colour. That's an upside down one there. And a stone stair just goes facing this way as well. Then with the polished andesite, that's 1, 2, 3. Stone stair here. And you want a crimson stair upside down next to that one, so it looks like this basically. And a light blue terracotta there. Stone brick wall here. That's a stone block. Polished andesite stairs. 2 stone blocks. Polished stairs again. Stone block and clay. Oh no, what was that? There we go. Then to this side here, we're just going to take the clay again. 1 and 2, and then stone brick wall here. This one's a andesite wall. And you can take the stone blocks 1, 2. Go to the middle there just to connect with that. Andesite wall. 2 clay blocks. 2 more andesite walls on the back. And then 3 polished andesite stairs. Obviously down the middle line there. Crossing over a bit, but it's fine. Yeah, I think the general rule with the copying over is when I'm building down like the center line, I don't mind going over to like the other side, but when it's bits over here, it's just going to take too long to copy all this over onto that side. But yeah, last bit now for this layer, I'm just double checking. Well, there are a few bits of glass, but I'll do those last. I think the last bit's this bit now. So polished andesite on each side there. Yeah, I'll do all of this bit, I don't mind. Stone block, clay, stone block again. Stone brick wall, stone, polished, stone again, and then this is the polished andesite stairs next to the clay blocks. Really like that. But yeah. Anyway, last thing we'll need is the purple stained glass pane. And also the magenta stained glass pane. So on this little kind of console bit here, do a purple one in the middle, and on the right, well, left and right, and then magenta ones to join that up. Over here, just get the andesite wall, 2 of those, and 2 more of the magenta stained glass panes. And I think that does it now. But that was a tricky layer, but we got there. This is how it looks so far. So let's copy this over. I'll show you how that looks, and we'll be back in a second. Right, so that's how this looks now, which is really nice. You can see how this interior is building up the side walls here. And within a few layers, we'll get to the roof, which is going to be an absolutely daunting task. But yeah, it's needed. And then the rest of it after that is a little bit more sort of separated and skeletal, because it gets to like that egg basket bit at the top where there's like a covering, but it's kind of joined at the front, sort of joined a bit more at the back, and then there's just a big flat open space for the troops to walk on the top side. But yeah, we're nearly done with the head assembly as well. Once the whole build's done, we'll go back and show you how to do the alternate sort of firing mode for the head. So obviously when the build's done, feel free to stick around if you want that bit. Yeah, let's move up to the next layer now. Alright, next layer, once again, starting over at the head this time. Materials you can see here, down at the bottom. With the polished andesite stair, and then this is 4 of the orange terracotta and 1 acacia slab, like that. I think you may be able to throw these away now. I believe we're done with the orange materials. So, straight onto the build, great. Oh, it's gone. Good. Polished stair, just here. And then this is a stone block, skip one, stone again, and again. Then this time it's stone stairs, so if we get that from somewhere, there we go, that's just 1 and 2. And then stone slab top half, and also iron trapdoor, we put just there. Polished deep slate slab, that's going to be 1, 2, and 3. Cyan, just there, and then to the right by 2, to the left by 2, you might as well do that as well. Basically you're getting 5 in total. And again, I'm building a bit over the center line, but that's absolutely fine. 3 black stained glass panes there. And there's going to be an iron bar next to it. And then we also need the magenta banner. And that's just going to go in front of the iron bars like that. Create this sort of like floating console, which is where both of the main pilots stand. Pretty cool. Back to the head a second. 1 clay block here on top of this slab that we did. And then andesite wall 1 and 2. We need the dark oak trapdoors 1, and you might as well add another block there actually, but it just makes it easier. But 2 of them like that. And then birch trapdoor there. That's how this should look. So it's all coming together nicely. There's going to be a top half stone slab just there. Stone stairs, and then full block. And then with the clay, 1, 2, 3, 1 there. Polished, and then clay like that. 2 of the light grey stained glass panes here. 1 of them goes here. And then 3 light blue terracotta. 5 again. Do this smooth stone block 3. And then you can do 1 on top as well, and round this off. And if you get the polished black stone buttons, just do that. Just so you can get rid of that. And I think the smooth stone we don't need much, but we still do need it later. But that's just kind of a focal piece of the interior there. Anyway, back to here. 2 andesite walls. That's clay and stone. Iron bars on this one. So you can see how it tapers up, like on the outside, to sort of get narrower, but also curve around a bit, which just works nicely. Andesite wall here. This is going to be polished, clay, stone, polished, stone, 2 clay blocks, 2 stone blocks, clay block again, stone block again, 4 clay, stone, clay, 2 polished, cyan, and a polished again. And then just a stone brick wall on this last one, like that. Come to the outside here now, where this stone block and the set of 4 clay are. That's 3 iron bars. Need the smooth stone block 1 and 1 above that one as well. Andesite walls 1, 2, and 3, and then 1 andesite wall here, like that. Just another light grey stained glass pane on the outside of those smooth stones as well. Okay, on the inside here, 2 iron bars, and then 2 andesite walls. Stone brick wall here, and it's pretty much the same as last time really, on this little column. Looks like that. Moving to this bit now, we need the light blue terracotta. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stone slabs, top half 3. 3 more light blue terracotta, and then a stone brick wall here. Stone block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 2 stone blocks there. Stone brick wall here. Clay block there. And andesite wall. So we're nearly done with this layer. It's actually going a bit quicker than I thought. Clay blocks, you want to go 1 and 2. Stone block here. This is a stone block here as well. And then polished andesite 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Then if we go to here, we're going to take the clay block, the iron bar just behind it, stone block, clay block, stone block again. And I think that does it for the outside bit there. Cyan, 1, 2, 3 on top of the walls. And then just the levers again, 1 and 2, like that. Stone brick walls on the inside here, 2 of those. And you can also add upside down polished andesite stairs here, just because I know that comes next. Looks like that basically. Polished andesite on each side, 3 clay blocks. This is stone, you want to just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Polished on the left and right with stone in the middle. Then top half, smooth stone, normal stone slab, sorry. And then you also want the polished andesite slabs. It's going to be 1 and 2, and then a stone slab in the middle like that. 3 slabs across there to carry on the ramp. And once again, I think that does it. So what we'll do now is copy that over and show you how that looks when it's fully done. Okay, it's now all copied over, which you can see looks quite interesting, and we're getting fairly close, I'd say, to the sort of end run of the build. But you can see how this interior space is now fully usable, just not covered, but yeah, you can mess around with it if you like. But you've got all your consoles now, all your little interior details. I think it looks quite nice. Didn't go overboard with it. I don't want to stress people out too much with abundance of detail. I think it's just a nice balance. But yeah, that's going to be it for that layer. Let's move up to the next one. I think we may be 1 or 2 layers away from doing, well, finishing the head section as well, which will be a nice bit to cut out of the build going forwards. Yeah, let's go. All right, again, starting the build off with a similar set of materials here. Got the light blue terracotta back, and then the walls and the bars and the glass pane as well. One thing I did notice, and this is sort of my fault for jumping ahead, I suppose, is there isn't actually a button on this one and this one. So it's just literally the 3 like that, and then these 2 are plain. So you can take that off. Start with 3 stone blocks again. And then on the back, well, front technically towards the head, there's a light blue terracotta there. One there as well. And then a stone brick wall on either side. Get those polished stairs and just do 1 and 2 upside down to match the ones from below. Okay, and then if we come to here, again just on the left side, we're working 1 of those, the light blue, stone block outwards like this, and then 2 polished there, clay block here, stone, clay, stone, clay, and then another stone block, 2 more clay blocks, and then this is 3 polished andesite. Clay block here, and then 3 stone blocks and an andesite wall. With the iron bars, you're going to put that on the clay block here with light grey stained glass panes on either side. Iron bar just here, so 1 before this smooth stone block. Speaking of that block, just do 1 there and there with an andesite wall on each side as well. This is a andesite wall on each side here, stone brick wall in the middle, and then andesite wall on this end. Come to this bit here, clay block, and then we're going to add a stone brick wall, 2 andesite walls, and then if we just get the polished andesite stairs, that's going to be 1, 2 light blue terracotta, stone block, clay block, stone block, 2 andesite walls just go there. 2 walls are going to go, whereabouts is that? It's just here, like that. In fact, no it's not. It's there, like that. 3 light blue terracotta again, stone block and polished. Then on the inside with the clay, that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 2 light blue terracotta, and 1 cyan terracotta down the center line. Top half iron trapdoor here, 1, 2, and then this is a stair like that. 2 andesite walls, and there's actually a few more of the magenta stained glass panes, just 2 of them there, like that above. So, yeah, I thought I'd got rid of those, but they've come back with a vengeance. 2 light grey stained glass panes, 2 andesite walls, and then this is a iron bars on the first one, and then the outside one is a light grey stained glass pane. Stone block here. Down the center line, this is a polished andesite stairs, and a second one, and you also need the polished deep slate slab just there. With the stone block, that's going to be 1, and we did actually need, I don't know why I said that so weird, we did actually need the orange terracotta one more time. 3 of those there. Skip 2, that's 2 clay blocks, and then a stone slab. On this side here, polished andesite stair just goes there with a lever. This is a clay block, stone block, and then cyan 1 and 2. Clay block again, and then another stone block here. Then just to finish off these details, 2 dark oak trapdoors. Dark oak fence gate, and flip that. Andesite wall here. And you need a grey and a light grey banner. So that's the light grey one and the grey one. The grey one goes first, and then light grey goes here. Should look like that. So that's the front end done for this bit. I'm just checking the sides here. Okay, so we need to go back to this bit now. That's 3 with the light blue, and then 1 polished stair. 5 with the light blue, then 1 with the polished stair, and then 1 more light blue here. Stone brick wall, stone block, and then upside down polished stair in this gap. Stone block, upside down stair. 1 more stone block here, and then a polished andesite. In this gap, that's a clay and a polished. Got the andesite wall here. This one's a stone brick one. This one's an andesite one as well. Stone block again, 1, 2, 3. 2 clay there. And then on the back of that clay, on the inside, it's an andesite wall. And on the outside, it's an iron bar like that. Clay block, just 1 there. 2 stone blocks. Andesite wall. 2 stone brick walls here, again, same as before. We've done the polished stairs already, so that's fine. I'm going to do cyan, 1, 2, 3, 1 there. A polished deep slate wall on either side, and then in the middle, there's a deep slate tile stair upside down like that. Okay, so the last thing we need to do now is just going to be the sort of ramp area here. So another polished andesite. This is clay. Again, I'm doing both sides, but it doesn't matter. 5 clay. Stone block, 1, 2. And then stone slab, 1, 2 top half ones. Polished andesite, 1 and 2 there. Stone in the middle. Stone slab down the middle. And then polished andesite slab on each side. With the polished andesite stairs, that's 1, 2, and 3. And then iron trapdoor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the last thing is to just get those grey banners again, which, where are they? Over here. You just need 1, and 2, and 3, and 4 like that. And now, again, we can copy that over, and I'll show you what that looks like in a second. Yep, so all being well, you should hopefully have this, and again, that kind of interior wall is just getting nice and tall now, ready to join it with the roof very shortly. I don't know if there's one more layer before the roof, but yeah, it's getting very close now. And you've got even more of the ramp, which is great. So let's move up to the next layer. Alright, starting off this layer, we're going to use these kind of 5 main materials we've been using before. Get the stone stairs, the polished deep slate wall and slab, and then the andesite wall as well. We'll need like the stone brick walls, the iron bars, the light grey stained glass panes as well, but we'll switch those in if we need them. First of all, we can finish off with the light blue terracotta, and I'll do this on both sides here. Just 3 there, 3 again, and then 1 on each side like that. I think that's it for that block, so we'll get rid of that now. Pull in the polished andesite stair as well. In fact, no, you know what? I'm completely wrong. One more time. One more time we need this, and it's going to be over here. And we're going to do this all the way across. Again, I'm doing both sides, but it's fine. And you essentially want to have that be 9 blocks wide. So I've got, I think that's 9 there. And once you've done that, that's all good. So yeah, you can get rid of that now. Great start. Stone stairs, we're going to do 1 corner. This is a stone stairs on this side and corner that one as well. And then we'll just start on the sort of edges here now. So maybe a good place to start actually would be the finishing off the head completely. So I'm going to start just here with polished andesite stairs. You want to have them towards each other like this. And I'll do the whole head section as well just because it's quite easy now. There's 4 cyan, 3 cyan, 2 polished deep slate slabs, and then also a iron trapdoor just on this last one. Okay, and then with the stone stairs, that's 1 and 2. And then we need the normal stone slab, that's just going to go there and there. And that finishes off the head section completely, which is great. Now, 1 new block we will need is going to be the stripped oak wood. And that's actually going to be for the sort of top side walkway details. It's kind of like a goldy yellowish colour, which I think this works great for. This is just going to go across here, so you want it basically 1 short of this light blue terracotta, and you bring that all the way across, same as before. And then with the andesite walls, do that on each of those like that. So we'll continue on the left hand side now. 3 clay like that, and then andesite wall here. Need those light grey stained glass panes, 1 and 2. Andesite wall, polished clay block here, stone block here, andesite wall again, 2 clay, 3 stone. One of those goes on top of the polished stair there, and then this is 3 more polished, no, normal andesite walls. I don't know why I said polished there. Then 1 stone brick, 1 here. Stone block, 1, 2, 3. Polished. 4 stone blocks. 1 clay. 3 stone blocks. 1 clay. 1 stone block, 1 clay. And then 3 more stone blocks here. With a andesite wall. And we're also going to add a iron bar next to that. Stone 1, 2, and 3, so just overlapping a bit there. We do a single one just here, and then a cyan terracotta. Clay block 1, 2, and 3 goes over that gap, like so. 1 single clay just there. Stone block here, and then you need 2 polished andesite stairs, 1 and 2, with a andesite wall there. This is a light grey stained glass pane, andesite wall, light grey stained glass pane, andesite wall, and then obviously we've got these ones here already, which is great. With the light grey again, come to this stone block here, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 andesite walls. Need that polished deep slate wall. And then the smooth stone block put again on top of the previous ones, and again with the andesite walls in front of it. And once again, 2 walls with the stone brick one in the middle. And then just another andesite one here. On the inside, take the clay. This is going to go all the way across until we reach 2 blocks short of there, basically, so just here. With the stone block now, do 1 on top of that stone brick wall. Bring this all the way back until it joins up with the cyan. Do another stone block just here. 2 polished on top of the stone brick walls. And then stone, we're going to take that all the way to the middle. I'll do it over the middle a little bit as well. Cyan, and then we need the polished deep slate slab in the center, as well as the polished deep slate stairs, like that. Okay. Next up, if we go to this block here, just another polished andesite, it's going to be clay all the way along again. We want to build this until we get to in line with this andesite wall here, which is what we've got. 3 stone blocks, and then you also need the stone slabs. That's 3 there. I'm going to take those grey banners. I'm going to add 2 there like that. Skip 1 and 2 there like that. With the stone block again, that's 1 and 2. And then you need 1, 2 here, 1, 2 there. Polished andesite is going to go on this one. Stone block in the middle. And that's fine for now. One thing I did miss from the previous layer, which I'm just going to grab the stone buttons, is there's one on, and I'll do it on both sides just so it's done. But yeah, one there and there as well. Just a very minor detail. Wouldn't have really made a difference, but you know, I like to keep it as it was made originally. Iron trapdoor now. We're going to bring this along the center line all the way to these stairs here, then out by 1. Take the stone slab in these 2 corners, and also do another stone stair upside down there, and then trapdoor 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 to the middle line, and then bring that back to this light blue, like that. With the polished andesite stairs, go to here and do 1 and 2 of those. We're going to need a stone block there, clay block here, and with the polished andesite stairs, bring this all the way along, upside down, till we reach that stone block. So it looks like this. Now I'm just double checking I've not missed anything else before we move on. I think that's looking alright. We're going to need the stone slab and the polished deep slate slab, and this is where we get to do all of the roof area. Stone slabs can fill in all of this until we get to this trapdoor here. I'm going to take the polished deep slate slabs and then across this line next to the stairs, bring this back to just 1 past the clay block here, so it's still in line with this stone block. Then a stone slab top half, and then another 7 of the polished deep slate slabs. Should take you 1 short of this. Stone slab top half 1 and 2, 2 there, 2 there, and just fill this all in. And then again 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, and 1. And that basically closes off your interior, at least for that half. But then obviously once you've copied that over, that will close in the interior. And also that is going to be it for that layer now, which is quite exciting because the next layer we do the actual flooring for the top side of the build. So the interior is now fundamentally done, which is great. So yeah, with that, I'm going to show you how that looks copied over, and we'll be back. We'll be back in a second. So everything copied over, this is how it should look, and yeah, lovely stuff. Very flat on top at the minute, but obviously that's going to be changed. But again, you can see how this interior is looking now, which is really, really nice. Now, when the slabs for the upper floor get placed, it will cover up these sort of light sources, because you've got the natural light in there at the minute. However, the lights from the floor should provide enough lighting in here for it to still work. So it's all good. But yeah, this is how this looks now, fully finished on the inside, which is really, really cool. And takes me back to the, I think it was like 2015 video of showing my original Halo 2 Scarab that I made way back then. 10 years ago now, which is insane to think about. And you can just see how different everything is. But yeah. I'm going to move on to the next layer now. So I think we may start the sort of rear anti-aircraft turret, but I think I may do them all in one section just because it saves kind of starting another sub-assembly. So we'll do the kind of back one all at once, and then when we get to the top one at the end, we'll do that all at once as well, because they're not too difficult. But yeah, let's move on to that. So starting off this layer, again, I'm going to do the sort of rear turret first and get that out of the way, because we'd start that on this layer anyway. I'm going to go to this stair here. Materials wise, we need the stone, the polished andesite stairs and stone stairs, the smooth stone slab, the iron trapdoor, andesite wall, birch fence gate, and also the salt lantern, which might be one of the first times I've used this in a build. But it represents the sort of blue lights on the back of the anti-aircraft turret. Come to this stair here that's on its own and sort of sticking out in a weird angle. It looks like it's meant to frame something, and that's because it is. It's sort of building around the turret area. You need a single stone block just above that stair, but obviously one block above it, so not on top of it directly. And then with the polished stairs, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take the andesite wall, that's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 on the sort of back end of it. With the stone block, that's 3 there, 1 here. And then andesite wall on these 2 corners as well. With the soul lantern, that's 1 and 2. Stone block here. Polished stairs on the 4 corners. Then you want the stone stairs sort of like this, so with the corner facing backwards like that. Smooth stone slab here, iron trapdoor. This is a stone stairs facing normal like that. And then with the smooth stone slab here, that's 1, 2, and 3. And you want the birch fence gate just here and flip it. Andesite wall 1 and 2. And then birch fence gate and flip that as well. Then with the smooth stone slab again, that's 1, 2, and 3 bottom half ones. And that is the rear turret completed, which very simple, very easy to do, and looks quite nice. And with that, we'll carry on with the rest of the layout. I'm just going to switch the materials out because they're quite different, so you might see a quick jump cut. So starting the rest of the layer off, we're using the stone, clay, polished andesite same as before, the grey concrete this time, polished andesite stairs and stone stairs, the stone brick wall, andesite wall, and stone slab, amongst many other materials. 3 stone brick walls down the centre line. I don't mind crossing over a little bit here. That's on top of this cyan. Down the centre line now, stone, polished andesite stair upside down, stone slab just here, top half, and then we also need the iron trapdoors. I'm going to do 2 of those, just like that. On the left hand side of it, clay, stone block, clay again, and then this is 2 upside down polished andesite stairs facing outwards. Clay block next to that stair, and then grey concrete 1 and 2. 2 clay blocks with 1 facing outwards, grey concrete 1, 2, 3, and 1 more clay here. Moving to the back, stone. This is 2 polished andesite there like that. Polished stair here. Full block, and then stone block here. Another polished stair. 2 stone blocks, another polished stair. Stone block again, clay block here, and another polished stair. 2 more clay, stone, and then this is clay. We're going to do 1, 2, and 3. Stone block here. And also, just coming back to this bit, stone, stone, clay, stone. Right, with the birch trapdoors now, I'm going to put these on these 2 blocks. And also get the light grey banner as well. And that's going to go on this one. With the iron bars, put that on this clay block here at the end. And then with the polished andesite, this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then on the inside for the last 3 ones, that's 3 stairs like that. Take the cyan now, switching out the grey concrete. Get from... Could find a side. Where have they all gone? Am I blind? They're over here. Okay. So one of those is going to go just on this block above the smooth stones, and again, this one here. Clay on the left, stone on the left, clay on the right, and then the deep slate tile stairs is just going to go in between, just like that. And then with the levers, don't flip that, 1 and 2, delete that one, flip those down, and also one on this side. With the light grey stained glass pane, that's 2 there. Come back to here now, stone block 1, 2, 3, and clay. Polished andesite 1, this is next to the stone by the way. You need basically 8, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there's 2 stone stairs here, and we need the stone slab, which, I don't know where they are. I've lost them. Oh, you can use these ones, easy. Stone slab 2, like that. Andesite wall here. 2 polished andesite. I'm going to take the stone stairs in these gaps, 1 and 2 like that. 3 polished andesite here. Stone, and then this is a polished andesite stairs on top of that andesite wall. Another andesite wall here. And then iron bars 1 and 2. And just come to this inside section as well. Going to be a stone slab on this stone block here, and then 2 more stone stairs. This doesn't look like much at the minute, but what we're actually doing is framing the outside of where the walkways are. And I'm going to do the inside bits first before we switch some of the materials out again. So if you come to this bit here where this clay block is, we're actually going to go kind of to the middle and then in line with this clay block and put 1 there. So it's kind of like that. So yeah, just make sure that's sort of in line with both that one and that one. Stone block, clay, 2 stone blocks. And then obviously you do the same on the other side, which might as well do it now, it's fine. But yeah, like that. You end up with a 3 gap in the middle, which is what you want. I'm pretty sure everything else that I need to do is done, so we're going to switch now just a few materials out. We're going to keep that stripped oak wood. I'm going to bring in the stripped spruce wood as well. And also the oak slab and the spruce slab. I'll get these 2 main ones out of the way first. The spruce wood is going to go between these clay blocks 1 and 2. And then stripped oak wood in front of that. Get rid of those 2 now. We want the oak stairs. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. With the spruce slab, 1, 2, 3, 4 there. And then oak slab, bring this to the middle. On the middle line, spruce slab here and to the left and right. I don't mind doing both sides a little bit. Oak, bring this across. And again, bring that across and join up. 1 there, 3 here. And then do another spruce slab there. 1 to the left and right. And then again, 1, 1, 2, 3. And just put 1, 2 like that. And then 1, 2 and do the same again. Just keep doing that until we get to here. 1 more like this. You've got the 3 here as well. And then this one is going to be 1 in the middle. Then 1 to the left and right. And this one actually comes all the way across from this trapdoor here. Joins up with that. Do 2 more there. 2 more there like so. And it should join up with the stair here. In this gap, fill this in with oak slabs. And then we just need to do a few more spruce markings. So this one joins up with that. This one comes from the clay block to here. This one comes from stone block to here. This one comes from this slab all the way and joins up. And then you just fill all of these in with the oak slabs now. Like that, and then make sure you've done that as well. And then this is oak down the middle. And then just one more set of oak from the center line. And you should essentially end up with this. I know I've gone a bit over the center line, makes it look a bit messy, but yeah, essentially you're just mirroring this over again. And yeah, that is going to be it for that layer. So let's copy that over, show you what that looks like, then move up to the next one. So this is what it should look like overall. Obviously now you've got your sort of first half of your top walking space up to these ramps here, where it will build up in the next layer. But yeah, this is the main area that we'll be using. So yeah, that is again going to be it for that layer. Let's move up to the next one. We are sort of in the end stages now, which is great. Right, starting this one off, this is probably the last layer, I think, where we'll only kind of mirror over. I think the rest we can probably do all in one. Just realised the tutorial's now like 3 hours long, which is longer than I expected, but, you know, it's one of those things. And we still got to do the open head design, so it's going to be about 3.5 hours, which it is what it is. I wouldn't want to go any faster anyway, just because it'd make things confusing. More confusing than they are already. But yeah, similar materials, just keeping these two walls as well. And the light grey stained glass pane. Polished andesite stair on this side here on top of that stone block. And then 2 polished andesite. Then on the inside, that's a polished deep slate wall, andesite wall here. And on the outside, it's a light grey stained glass pane. And you'll also use the light grey banner there as well. Over to this bit that we did. Stone on the left and right of the middle. Clay on each edge. Not on each edge, what am I talking about? On the middle, sorry. And then stone brick wall on these 2 bits here. Also use the birch trapdoor on the outside and flip that down. Right, with the smooth stone slab come to here. That's 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Back by 1 there. And then stone slab. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get the iron trapdoor. It's going to be 1 and 2. Also 1 here and 1 on top of this clay block. Smooth stone slab there. And then polished andesite stairs facing backwards. Okay, that's 2 polished here. Diagonal, 2 polished again. Diagonal, 2 again. Diagonal, 2 again. And like that. This can go to the center line. And then take the andesite wall. Just 1 here. And then stone brick wall, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And a light grey stained glass pane. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Light grey banners 1 and 2. They should just cover the birch trapdoors there. Come to where the iron trapdoor is. I'm going to put a stone block on these 2. Well, on this left hand side one, but you know. And then andesite wall next to it. 2 clay blocks. 3 stone blocks this time. And then on the inside it's clay, 2 stone, and 2 grey concrete. Grey concrete there. And then this is polished andesite stairs upside down. You need 1, 2, and 3 across to the other side. Okay, we need the verdant frog light again, the green one. That's 1 there. Clay black on what? On either side, but yeah, you know what, we'll do on both sides here for this bit. We will need the stripped oak wood again, and we're going to need that stripped spruce wood. You want to do the oak wood? I'll do it from. I do it kind of this direction. Yeah, so 3 of those. Essentially, want them with the stripes facing sideways, like that. And then with the spruce ones, that's 1, 2, and 3. Plus a stone block just here. 2 more oak ones, and then 2 more spruce ones, and then this is oak ones again, 1 and 2, and then 1, 2, 3. And then with the spruce stairs, that's 1 and 2, and then oak slab 1, 2 there, 2 there, and then this is a stone stair and a stone slab in that gap. Should look like this. Again, that's it for that layer. Let's copy that over and see how it looks. Okay, so all being well, should look like this. You can see we're starting to build up those sort of support sections for the sort of raised tower at the top where the second anti-aircraft turret is. And getting this sort of entrance corridor built up now, which is good as well. But you can see the sort of lighting in here now that the roof's covered up. A little bit dark at the front. Welcome to try and put some lights in there if you like, but it is sort of one layer between this and the head, so just be careful with what blocks you knock out. But yeah, that's going to be it for that one. Let's move up again to the next layer. So we'll start this one off at the front, materials wise, got these 4 blocks, the polished stairs, and then the smooth stone slab, the stone slab polished andesite slab, and then the andesite wall as well. Polished andesite stairs there, facing towards the middle, and then polished andesite on each of these. On the inside, that's a andesite wall, and also a polished deep slate wall next to each other like that. Get the light grey banners, that's 1 and 2, and 1 on the outside as well. Stone brick wall, this one, and this one as well. For these bits here, it's 2 stone and a clay. Stone brick wall on either side, like that. Another birch trapdoor on top of the one we did previously, and light grey banners as well on the outside ones on both sides. You also need the grey banners on the inside of it, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. For the sort of entrance ramp here, it's going to be a clay, grey concrete, stone block, and then it's clay, concrete, 3 clay here, and then just 1 out there like that. Like so. Andesite wall, 1 and 2. I'm going to take the birch trapdoors now. That's 1 here. 1 there as well. 4 stone blocks. Andesite wall in front of those. Need the stone stair, which I'll grab from there. 1 and 2, and then also birch trapdoors facing each other. You want 1 there and 1 here. So again, 1 and 1 like that. Over to this side, we're going to sort of finish off these sort of side covers. Single iron trapdoor, just going to go here, like that. And then we need the polished andesite slabs, which I had, but I got rid of. 2, 2, and 2 again. And then again, 2, 2, and 2 with the iron trapdoor there. Now, this is one area where I went a bit crazy. I used quite a few skeleton skulls to just bring these bits sort of even better tapered. So I used like 1 skull here, and then at like a sort of this kind of angle, did the other 3. So again, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 like that. And it just sort of helps that sort of flow, but it's definitely not something that's like completely necessary, I suppose. And then the last one, I think, is on here as well. They're all in weird angles. I don't know why I did it like this, but yeah, sort of like that angle. And there again. I know where. That angle. So yeah, that's that. But again, leave those off if you don't want to do that. That's absolutely fine. Must have gone a bit crazy on that bit. Spruce slab, 3 of those here. And then stripped oak wood, 3. Stone block, 3. And then we need the stone slabs as well. 3 like so. That's going to be it for that one. So let's move up to the next one. So for this one, starting over at the front, we've switched the materials out a little bit. Don't need polished andesite on this one, which is good. But yeah, these 3 stairs and then these 2 slabs and the 2 iron trapdoors as well. Start with just this smooth stone slab on top of the full block of polished andesite. And then a stair facing inwards. upside down stair next to that, and then iron trapdoor on each of those. And then on the inside, it's going to be a clay, a polished deep slate stair, and then a dark oak trapdoor. Again, clay, stair, trapdoor. Over on these bits, it's just 3 clay this time. The stone brick wall on each side, and then the light grey banners 1 and 2, plus the birch trapdoor. And again on the inside, 3 grey banners on each side like that. The back bit, stone block each side of the doorway. Clay next to that, stone again, and the site wall on this corner. Then I'm going to do stone block, 2 clay, 2 there, stone block times 2. Do that again, stone block, 2 clay there, 2 stone. Stairs facing inwards on each side, and then 2 stone blocks like that. And then this is a birch trapdoor in this one, on the stair basically. And then a light grey banner on the inside of that to sort of cover up the birch texture. Then need the oak slab, and also the spruce, strip spruce full block. That's 3 and 3 of those. Stone block here, and then 3 top half stone slabs. And once again, that doesn't do it for that layer because I've missed off a trapdoor, but that just goes just there. And also an andesite wall here. There we go. But yes, that is now everything. So let's move up to the next one. So on this one, I'm going to start off at the front again. We actually kind of join up all the sections here, which is good. Start with the smooth stone slab on top of the polished stair here. And then a stone slab on the inside. Again, 1 and 2. This is stone block, 2 of those here. And then, what's next? The polished stair just on the outside. Polished on site, and then upside down stair here, and a smooth stone slab. Again, stair, full block, upside down stair, slab. And then on the inside, that's 2 polished deep slate slabs as well. And also 2 andesite walls on those full blocks, like that. With the smooth stone slab here, we're going to go to this slab, the polished deep slate one, join that all the way across. Stone block there and there, 3 clay blocks, and stone block again. And with the stone stairs, that's 5 upside down ones, 5 again. And bring in the polished andesite slab, and that's 5 top half ones, and 5 again like that. Polished, in fact no, sorry, stone stairs facing inwards here. No wait, no, it's not 5, it's 6. Yeah, 6 of the polished slabs. Yeah, stone stairs upside down there. And there as well. Stone block next to it. And then 3 top half stone slabs. On the left and right it's a stone, in the middle it's a clay. Then stone and clay on each side like that. 4 stone blocks on the outside. Clay block here. Andesite wall goes next to it. And then this is just a stone stair and a stone slab. Like that. Get the levers just in this gap here, put 1 and 1 there. And this is a stone stair next to it. And then lastly, we just need the stripped oak and the normal oak. 3 and 3 again. Like that. And we can now move on to the... No, again, I've left something off. I hate this the trapdoor, sorry. They always get left behind, but 2 of those here. 2 of those here. And then it's the light grey banners. 1 and 2. But yes, that is now everything. Let's move up now to the final section, and we will also do that last turret as well. And then once we've done all that, we can do the open head design. and be done with this absolute monstrosity. Let's go. Alright, for this one, I'm going to start at the back this time and take these stone slabs and just do 1 and 2. And then stone stair facing outwards. Stone block and clay. And then this is polished andesite 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And with the polished stairs, we're going to do 8 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should take you to just before this smooth stone slab. Alright. With the upside down polished stairs now, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Birch trapdoor there. Light grey banner. Didn't forget it this time. Just like that. We'll need the light grey carpets. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 there as well. Just like that. And then over to the front end. Put a... let's see, clay block. In fact, we need to fill all this in. That's a good point. Do an L shape with the clay blocks there. Stone block in the middle. And put a iron trapdoor just in the center here. Stone block on the left and right. And then stone stair facing outwards on the left and right as well. Corner that stone stair. And then round it out by 2 like that. And then this is a polished andesite block and an upside down stair in this gap. Then on those 2 polished andesite ones, we're just going to put the carpets. Get the smooth stone slab, and that's 1, 2, and 3. And then iron trapdoor, that's 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And that finishes off the sort of ramp, sort of covering section at the front. You can see how this is all coming together now, which is great. With the stone block, come to the outside of each of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be clay, stone, clay, stone, and clay. Stone stairs, stone slab. And then if we just come to these 4 stone blocks that we did, add 2 extra on each side on the front end. Stone stairs 1, 2, and 3 like that, with a stone slab in between. And then we're going to take the stripped oak wood and the stripped spruce wood. It's going to be 1 stripped oak, 3, 3, stripped spruce, oak, oak, spruce, oak, and then switch those out. We need the oak slab and the spruce trapdoor. That's 3 and 3 like that. Okay, the last thing we need to do for this top section here, taking a rail, just going to corner this around like that, and then delete those 3. So it looks like this. For the main body, that is done. Basically, that's all we need to do. But now we are going to do the frontmost turret, which again is just a carbon copy of this one here that we did. So just going to switch out a few of the materials. I'll do it on camera, no problem. But yeah, essentially we just want this, but up here. The starting point this time, I'm going to basically do a block out from here. Maybe that stair wasn't a good idea, but essentially want the stair upside down there. So it's like just in front of this trapdoor and 1 block above it. And then stone, polished stairs surrounding that. Stone 1, 2, 3, and 1 in the middle. And then the andesite wall, that's 3, 1, and 1. Soul lantern on top. And then polished stairs 1, 2, 3, and 4 with the stone block in the middle again. Stone stairs facing forwards. And then we need the smooth stone slab, that's 1, and I'm gonna have to try and remember 1, and the trapdoor. So like that. And then the smooth stone slab 1, 2, 3. This was a stone stair in between, so just like that. We also need those birch fence gates. There's 1 there. The andesite wall needs to go next to that. 1 and 1. Fence gate there and flip it. And then the smooth stone slabs again, that's 1, 2, and 3. I believe that's all done now. So yeah. Right. Awesome. That is the Halo 2 Scarab in its base form done, which is insane to think about. I've been dreading this for a long time. And I'm sorry that it's been such a tedious and long building process, but I mean, the overall result is just like so worth it. And you can put this in any scene, you know, think if you're making a new Mombasa or old Mombasa, I think it was, Halo 2 mock, you can, well, it was both, wasn't it? It was, yeah, a combination of both, but put this thing in there and have it wreak havoc on the city. And then obviously in a minute, we're going to make the open head mode, which is going to be interesting. Not sure how I'm going to do it yet, but yeah, we'll move on to that and we'll get both models done. And then I'll do a little showcase at the end. Yeah, let's move on to that. Right, so we've now got 2 copies of the Scarab. The first thing that we're going to do is actually delete like all the head area apart from the main laser and the main sort of core assembly of it. And we're actually going to expand on that a little bit. The reason why is because when I built this originally, the sort of laser and eye area should actually be sort of halfway between both the top and bottom sort of jaw and halfway between these 2 side bits as well. Just because of the way Minecraft works, I couldn't really do that within the area of, like, obviously this is 2 blocks between this gap, and obviously you could either do it on the top block or the bottom block of this. I just chose the bottom one. What it does mean is you've got more space at the top here than you should, but less space at the bottom than you should. So when we did the tutorial earlier, things like this slab on top here, I don't think are on the bottom here. No, they're just cut off because it's just set a tiny bit lower than it should be. With the open mode, we don't really have that problem, and we're going to basically delete all this top area, all this side area, all the bottom, and then this bit as well. I'm going to show you how that looks. I'm going to speed up the destruction process, but I'll show you where we need to take it back down to, and then you can just copy that for yourself. So let's do that now, and you can copy me. So this is one area just to be careful of. I've took it back down to here. You essentially want to have those cyan blocks sort of stay there and then get rid of these anywhere past that. And just take it to about there. And this is what you should end up with. The next stage is to sort of rebuild the kind of full eye section. Obviously I said some of it is kind of not in that one. So you can put this polished blackstone slab back there. And then these 2 polished deep slate slabs will go underneath as well. The warped slab will go here, and then the warped buttons can also go on these 2, like that. You end up with something like this. It just looks super goofy as it is. One other thing I noticed was there were some stone buttons on the front of the eye, which again doesn't make too much difference, but I'm going to put that on the other one as well, just so that they're on there and it matches up nicely. But yeah, you should be left with this. There may be a few tiny more changes to make, but this is sort of a nice base to work from. So we're going to start off now, and I'll do the side bits first because they're a little bit easier, and then the top separated bits and the bottom separated bits as well. But yeah, this is what you should end up with, and yeah, we'll move on from that. So before we begin the side head bits, we're actually going to go back and add a tiny bit more back in on the underside here before I forget. There's actually 3 cyan there, and you need to put a stair upside down kind of next to those, so just do that basically. And then the polished deep slate walls on each side, like that, and that will be ready for the bottom part there. But because it's sort of embedded into the body, I thought I'd make sure to do it now. So yeah, so for the side bits, I'm going to start with the nice jump cut there, by the way. Start with the stone brick stone, the cyan terracotta, the clay, the orange terracotta, the polished deep slate wall, grey stained glass pane, iron bars, and stone slab as well. We need to come to where these walls are here. And we're going to put a stone brick there, and one stone above and one below. And then stone slab on top and bottom. We're also going to put a cyan terracotta just here with the grey stained glass pane next to it. Cyan there. And then with the clay blocks, I'm going to do one just here, and 1 and 2 there as well, like that. With the stone bricks, that again goes in this gap. And then we're going to put the stone slab on top of this one and this one, and we also need the stone stairs. Grab that. It's essentially going to go upside down, facing towards the slab. And again, like that. Then if we get the birch trapdoor, just real quick, that's going to be 1 and 2. And taking the orange terracotta, we'll put 1 here. And then diagonal out and do 1, 2, and 3, and diagonal out and just do another one there like that. And just to get the orange bits out of the way, orange stained glass pane just goes on the front of that one. With the stone blocks, that's going to be 1 and 2. And if we use that, did I get grey stained glass pane? I thought it was light grey. Oh no, we do need grey ones. They're on the back of this. So 1 here, we need another cyan, and then another one here. And then this is a polished deep slate wall in this gap. Andesite wall above and below the polished deep slate. Stone block in this gap and this gap. And then if we get the stone slabs again, just going to do 1 there and 1 here, and then 1 there and 1 here. And with the levers, this is going to face kind of the slabs like that. Alright, next up, if we get the polished deep slate wall again, that just goes there with 1 and 2 andesite walls on the sides. Going back around to this angle, cyan terracotta on these two. Then we need the iron bars, and that's going to be 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. We do need the light grey stained glass pane, and that's going to be 1 and 2 like that. And then to here, another clay block, 1 and 2, stone bricks in between. Andesite wall we're going to put on the front of it, and to the left. Get the iron trapdoor. And that's 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Stone brick block in this gap. And then iron bars on the back of it like that. And that's it for the left-hand side sort of open area. What we're going to do now is copy that over to the right. So I'll show you what that looks like now. Just make sure you're doing it from the same point, which is kind of like that basically. And yeah, we're back in a second. So this is what that should look like now. Starting to look a bit more alive. We're going to do the bottom and top ones now. I don't know which I'll do first, maybe the bottom ones. Because they're, I think, slightly easier than the top ones. And we'll leave the stinking ones till last. But yeah, let's move on to that now. And again, it may be a case of doing one and then copying it over, so just keep that in mind. So for the bottom left-hand side, I suppose you could call it a mandible. That works. You need these materials, the stone, the clay, the cyan, stone stairs and slab, polished deep slate wall, iron bars, iron trapdoor, and polished deep slate slab. Start with that polished deep slate one, and that's just going to be here like that. And then we need the stone block. And then we're going to put a stone block underneath it. And then in front of it is going to be a polished deep slate wall like that. Iron bars in front of this. And we also need the birch fence gate. That's just going to be here. That's down the center line, remember. On the left of the polished deep slate wall is going to be a cyan, and we also need the stone brick wall. That's going to go there. On the underside of this cyan, polished deep slate slab, and then iron bars next to it. And then there's a polished deep slate wall here, and a stone block in this gap. And we also need a stone slab on top of the stone block and a stone stair facing inwards like that. On the underside of this, we need the dark oak trapdoor, if we grab that. Yep. And then orange terracotta, we just put in this gap here. And we also need the red sandstone wall, and that just goes there like that. Underneath the orange, it's a polished deep slate slab, and on top of it, there's a light grey carpet. Alright, stone block just goes here, cyan block there, upside down polished deep slate stairs, which I suddenly can't find anywhere. There we go. We need one of those just underneath the stone block, and then a clay next to that. Stone stairs just here. Need the dark oak sign. That's just one there like that. And polished deep slate wall next to the clay, 1 and 2. And also a stone block there, and with the Acacia sign, that just goes here. And we also need the Acacia fence gate, that goes here. Okay, need the iron trapdoor now, that's just on top of this stone block. Stone brick wall in front of it. And then upside down stone stairs here. Stone slab on top. Get the dark oak trapdoor again. Underneath this stone block, just there. And last bit is just going to be a top half polished andesite slab, which I will grab from over here. That just goes there. And one more light grey carpet. So again, if you want to copy that over now, down the centre line, and I'll show you that in a second. So that's how this should now look. Is looking really great. We'll now move on to the final section of the actual tutorial, which is going to be the top parts of the sort of head area. So yeah, let's move on to that now. So we can actually start with a similar set of materials. We don't really need to change anything because we need to swap things out anyway. But we're going to bring the polished deep slate slabs here just forward by 2 blocks. So like that. So you get to where the polished blackstone ones are. And then we're going to use the stone slab on the front one, and I think it's the polished deep slate on the back one, like that. In fact, no. Wait, hang on a second. Oh no, it's just a stone one there. Okay. So yeah, you need that, and then the stone brick wall in this gap here. And we're also going to do it to the left, and then put a polished andesite stair on the side of that. So like this. Okay, and then in front of this, so we need to go to where the stone brick walls are. There's going to be a stone block here, and a stone slab on top of it, and also a stone stair on the underneath. And then you want to corner it facing forwards, so like that. Alright, and then there's a stone slab top half on this one. We get the cyan now, that's 1 and 2. And we also need the polished deep slate wall, just one here. Above that wall there's going to be a stone stairs. And then if we do it from this side again, we need a birch trapdoor, that's just going to go here. Stone brick wall next to this one. And then iron bars next to that as well. Stone block just there. And we need a clay block just here. Stone brick wall on the stone block and iron bar on that one, plus iron bar in front of that. Using the iron trapdoor now, there's going to be one of those under the stone block and also a stone slab under the clay block. like so. Okay, with the stone block just here, we're going to put that like so, and then clay block above it. Using the polished deep slate stairs, that's just one here like that. We need a grey carpet. That's just going to go there. And I think actually that stair here should be there. So, yeah, stone block goes next to that. And then with the grey banner, we'll put that here. Stone block, polished andesite stair upside down. We need the polished slab again. That's going to be one polished stair facing inwards and one more of the polished slabs like that. Let's get the lever. That's one there and flip it down. Then back to the inside. Upside down polished stair just here. Need the orange terracotta. That's going to go in this gap. Also need the Acacia stairs. And that's just going to go upside down in that gap. Birch trapdoor there. And you've got these ones here, so that's fine. Polished deep slate slabs on top. These are going to go just on the two orange materials. And then the dark oak trapdoor next to that. Another upside down Acacia stairs here. And you also want the Acacia fence gate in this gap here. With the grey carpet, which I think we used, yeah, down here. That goes on top of that one. And I think that does it. They're very confusing, these bits, but I believe that's everything. Just double checking both sides. Yeah, okay. So, once again, if we copy that over from left to right, we're going to do that now, and then the build will be finished, which is very exciting. So do that, and we'll do a final showcase after that. Right, so that's now copied it over, and yeah, it looks incredibly mighty. You get further away, you can just imagine it shooting that beam out, absolutely obliterating some stuff. And I mean, you think like the scale of a Scorpion compared to this thing, you know, that's like the Scorpion over there. Compared to that, it's just insane. But that is the Halo 2 Scarab finally done after like 10 years of waiting. And yeah, really happy with how it turned out. The model is available on my shop. One note as well, it has been on the shop for like at least a year. And since then I have changed it a little bit. So if you previously bought the Halo 2 Scarab on the shop, you will receive both the updated standard version and also the new version with the open head. Just so you don't have to rebuy those. But for the rest of you who haven't, they're on there anyway if you want to skip this 3.5 hour long tutorial. But yeah, let's do a quick look at it with the shaders on and then we'll be done. So here you can see both models with the shaders activated, and yeah, not much else to say really. Like, these are incredibly intimidating and just a massive display piece for your world if you want to have them. You can see how the lighting sort of works as well with the underside here, and sort of how the head works as well. And then on the inside you've got a decent amount of light, and the shaders does make it a little bit dark at the back here, but again, if you want to try and add some more lighting in, you're welcome to do that. But I think these bits work nicely for the rest of it, and the lighting up there as well. And then obviously you've got your troop decks up here, and all the way up here as well around the corners. It just looks really, really cool. But yeah, that's going to be everything for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching again. If you wanted to mix in the light blue terracotta with the actual clay blocks to give it more of that sort of shine, that sort of Covenant colour, feel free to do so. Obviously it might be a bit late at this point, but if you've got editing tools, you might be able to do that quite easily. If you want to, again, as stated in the beginning, make it fully light blue, again, you can do that. It's customizable. It's yeah. And another thing, if you want to actually make it like the Halo 2 anniversary model, give that a go. Send me some pictures of it. I'd love to see that. Obviously a bit more curvy. I think the side areas here are a bit more indented in, and it loses a lot of the sort of colours. The orange and things like that doesn't seem to be on there. But yeah, Right, I'm going to go now. Thank you for watching. See you again in the next video, and goodbye.